Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Abby? Was it Danny? Is it Party? Where's the function?
Where the function? Where the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine home, and that's real. Stop teasing me, stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me, leaving me. We got sticks in the club illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pot that till the morning come. You want shots for the girls, damn, order some. Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Hey.
Is it
Stacy?
Is it
Becky?
Is it
Keisha?
Is it
Ashley?
Was it
Danny?
Is it
Party?
Where's the function?
Where the function? Where the function?
Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty.
Yo, what's up, guys? Peso, thank you for joining the stream. Jerry, thank you for joining the stream. Vin, thank you for joining the stream. How you guys doing this afternoon, man? He says late Leonard strikes again. I'm late because of multiple things. The first thing is I was taking my little unk nap with Octavia. Octavia's still in the bed. I don't know if I should go get her, wake her up and put her out here and risk the chance of her crying, or if I should just chill. I think I'm just going to chill out here. Secondly, I don't know what I'm going to talk about tonight. I thought about talking about how I got my first software engineering job, and maybe I'll tell that story, but I don't think it can be the focus of the stream. I thought about talking about Fousey. But y'all niggas don't give a fuck about no Fousey chat, so there's no point. He says sleeping while Bay works is diabolical. Rob, I mean, I gotta put my fucking sleep hours in, bro. I gotta put my sleep hours in. But yeah, I was thinking like, okay, maybe today I was gonna release a video about Fousey. So I saw that people were talking about Fousey coming back to the internet. But I said to myself, like, nah, that's gonna be a waste of my time. And I might still make the video, but it's just not what I want to focus on tonight. I'm ill prepared, guys. I'm ill prepared. I can always talk about yeah, my life experiences, I guess, how I got my job as a software engineer the first time. If you guys care about learning about what I did, I don't know if it will make you respect me more, if it will make you think I'm shadier. But in life, you got to play tricks to win. If I don't play tricks to win in life, I'm not going to make it. What else? I just finished watching a pretty interesting video about AI right before I jumped on, right after my little nap. And it made me think like, damn, okay. It's his biggest scam ever pulled off. Rob Roberts, do you want to know how I got the job, bro? I can tell you the full story, man. I can tell you the full fucking story. He says, let's find the McDonald's sisters online. Where are they now? I mean, shit, if I was a diabolical person, I would pull up her profile. Her shit still shows up. The main girl, the first girl, her shit still shows up on my TikTok sometimes. Yo, Daffy, thank you for joining the stream, bro. How you doing, man? But no, you know, let me indulge Rob first. And I'll tell Rob my little backstory here. For anybody who else is joining, they can also hear the backstory, I guess. So back in 2019, guys, I was a brokey, chat. In 2019, I was a nobody, a brokey, a no name. Yo, Eddie from Kick, thank you for joining the stream. And I was working as a graphic designer, which I guess I suck at that too, right? I was working as a graphic designer, and I came up with the brilliant idea of making my own app. That's where this whole programmer, software engineering shit comes from, right? My idea of building my own application to solve a problem that I had in the real world. So after I finished building my app, you guys don't care about that part. I already told you guys that part of the story. I'm not going to go back and rehash that. After I started building my app, right, I realized that you could get a job making a decent amount of money as a software engineer. So I had to put my two brain cells together and figure out what can I do to get in the door. And I'm not going to lie, chat, I made everything up. I made up a resume that had a bunch of bullshit on it. The resume said I was working as a software engineer for like 2 years at some company that didn't exist. And I used my brother as a reference just in case they decided to call the company, which most of the time, most companies are lazy and they don't do reference checks. So they didn't even call my brother to see if I really worked for this company. And I lied. He says, I knew your LinkedIn was bullshit. No, my LinkedIn is real. My LinkedIn is real, Rob. My LinkedIn is real. But my LinkedIn is real, but what I had before, so my updated LinkedIn is accurate. But the LinkedIn that I had before, like what it said before, was bullshit. I never, the company that was before the last company, that company didn't even exist. I just made it up. And then I used my brother's information as a reference. And then I just told them I had a year of experience. The truth is, does it matter? That's what a lot of people don't realize, man. And also, I just butchered that story. I didn't go into detail. I didn't tell you guys how I felt, how much effort. Why do I suck at storytelling, guys? He says, Scott's not black. He's Dominican. He says, you ain't fooling nobody. A black software engineer. Okay, buddy. Yo, Eddie from Kick is going crazy with the insane racism. He says, even worse. Listen. First, let's rewind, guys. That story I just told you guys was trash. I feel bad, man. I feel like shit. I feel like just turning off my camera and just never coming back to the internet. Because why can't I tell a story with emotions and detail? I sat there. You know, I'm rewinding a little bit here so I can tell the story with more detail. I sat there and I devised a plan. How can I get in the doors of a company? What do I need to do? You guys already know that every single company wants you to have a year, 2 years, 3 years of experience. How do you get a job when you have zero experience, guys? Seriously. How are you supposed to do that? He says, go change your tampon and try again. Well, I'm rehashing the story right now, Rob. I'm adding more emotion to it because that was a list. I can't just be like, oh, I got a job, I lied. Done. End of story. So I'm rehashing it. I'm rehashing it right now. Me explaining to you guys that I'm rehashing it is ruining the story, though. Yo, I'm a work, guys. I literally have mental illness. Fuck me. I know I have mental illness because why am I struggling to tell a simple story? So, yeah, I lied. I lied because every company wants you to have 2 years of experience. How do you get a job if you have zero experience, guys? Somebody tell me. So I was sitting there thinking to myself, racking my brain, what can I do to get a job? Because I had already done 2 or 3 interviews with other companies, right? And with those interviews, I did good. Back in those days, guys, I was a top tier engineer. I knew how to code really well. I was good with my data structures and algorithms. I wasn't an expert, but I was okay. I was good at building apps from scratch because I had just been building. I built like 7 apps from scratch when I was looking for a job the first time. So I was good with everything. I knew all the syntax. I understood solid principles. I understood dry. I understood CRUD. I was the top G when it came to coding. And I had done like 3, 4 other interviews. And I'm sitting there after the interview sweating bullets and realizing that I wasn't going to get the job. They would ask me the final question, nail in the coffin. Have you ever worked as a software engineer anywhere else? And I would say, no, I haven't. And then they would come back a day later talking about, oh, we're looking for somebody with more experience. They hit me with, we're looking for somebody who has more experience, like 3 or 4 times, maybe even more than that. So at some point I realized I'm gonna have to lie. For me to get ahead, for me to even get the opportunity to be offered a position, I'm gonna have to lie. And that's when it clicked. Let me get my brother. You know, my brother was in on it. Let me get my brother. Yo, bro, I'm gonna use you as a reference, man. If anybody calls you, don't matter if it's midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Don't matter if it's a fucking weekend. If somebody calls you asking about a Scott Leonard, you better tell them I've been working for your company for 6 years. You better tell them I'm a fucking expert. It wasn't 6 years. It was a year and a half. But either way, you got to tell them that shit because that's the only way I'm going to get a job, brother. That's the only way I'm going to do it. So I wrote up my fucking resume. My resume had a bullshit company. It had a bullshit company on it, and it said that I was working as an engineer there for the past year, right? And the phone number and the reference was my brother. And my brother had a fake name, Roberto something, some bullshit name. And we were ready to go. We were ready to roll, bro. We were ready to roll. He says banking on Big Junior is wild. I know, Vin. Thank goodness they didn't call him. Can you imagine if they had called him? He would have fucked it up somehow. So then the company that I got hired at, first of all, after I started telling them that I had 1 to 2 years of experience, they were offering me jobs left and right. I had 3 offers. 3 fucking offers, chat. That shows you that this shit is not based on your merit, bro. The people that do the recruiting are gatekeepers. That's all they're there for, to gatekeep. They're there to gatekeep, chat. After I started telling them that I had 1.5, 2 years of experience, the same interviews, you know, the same feeling, the same vibe, the same outcome type of interviews were resulting in job offers. I had one job offer me $80,000. I had another job offer me $100,000. And then I had another job, the one I got hired at, offered me $160,000. And then I worked my way up to $200,000. Guys, that's all it took. All it took was for me to make up a story and say, yo, I've been working as a software engineer for 2 years, guys. I got experience. So much so that when I got hired at that last company, the one that was paying the $200,000, when I got hired getting paid $160,000, software engineer 2, rank 2. And I had 0 experience. It just shows you that it doesn't matter how much experience you have, bro. Because I had 0 experience, and when I got hired, they hired 2 other dudes, right? They hired a guy named Patrick, and they hired a guy named, what was his name? Tony. And those guys were college students. And do you know what they hired them as? They hired Patrick as a intern. He got hired as an intern, and they hired Tony as a level 1, right? Meanwhile, they hired me as a level 2. So right off the bat, from the get-go, I was making more money than those guys with no experience. Was Patrick fat? No, Patrick was like a fucking hippie. He was a hippie. That nigga, he was there until we left. They let him go when they let me go. So he was there for the full 6 years. He got hired literally like the next day after I got hired. And that guy, when you know what he told me a few days ago when I was talking to him after we got laid off? He told me that he was only making $100K. So in the 5 years that we were there, he said that when he got hired as an intern, right? Making like $60K. He worked his way up from $60K to $100K in 5 years. And I couldn't believe that he was making that little bit of money. I was like, yo, you were making that little bit of money? That's crazy. But it's because he got hired as an intern. If I had not lied, Vin, Rob, Daffy, if I had not lied and said I had experience, I probably still would have got hired at the company because I guess they were desperate for engineers. But they would have hired me as an intern, or they would have hired me as a level 1, and I would have never made the amount of money I made when they let me go. As a janitor. They would have hired me as a level 0, bro. He says, yeah, you're screwed now. What do you mean, Rob? Now I do have the experience, though. Now I do have the experience, bro. Now I'm not lying. Now I'm not lying anymore. Now I actually do have the experience. He says, buy some Epstein coin and gamble on stake. He says, I would have been the guy who gets the donuts. I mean, realistically, Daffy, I had zero experience, bro. Also, it also tells you how much of a workaholic, how professional I am, that I got hired and I still worked my way up to being the senior engineer at that company. And the other guys that got hired with me never leveled up. Rob says, I seen your coding skills. It's level 1. Oh my God, Rob. Rob, it's not level 1, dude. It's not level 1. The truth is, I just haven't been, Rob, what you don't realize is that for the last 2 years of me working in that company, I didn't write any code. I was just telling other people what to do and relaxing. Damn, Octavia's starting to fucking cry, bro. My arm. Damn, bro. Parent of the fucking year. Yo, I fucked myself with this schedule. I fucked myself with this schedule, guys. I literally fucked myself with this one. He says, here comes the real streamer. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, dude. He says, bro, you think your life is rough? I'm LARPing as an Australian hours a day. Yo, Eddie from Kick, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, bro? Why are you pretending to be Eddie from Kick? I still don't understand what the purpose of it is. He says, when I said level 1, I was being generous. Oh my God. He says, notice how your favorite femboy doesn't wear tight jeans anymore. Oh, no, Daffy. It's because for the last 2 days, I've been wearing the same clothes. I'm going full Fousey, chat. That's why I said I was going to make a video today about Fousey, but I was like, why am I going to do that when I'm being Fousey? He says, quit being a negative Nancy, Scott. It's hard on the rise. I'm trying my best not to be a negative Nancy, bro. But I'm just, dude, like, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing, bro. I can't even fucking say nothing. Look at what I'm doing. I'm over here taking care of Octavia 24/7, bro. He says, Unc really turning into Asmin. Bro, he says, the bad teeth are next. Oh, fuck, Daffy. Don't even say that, dude. Don't even joke like that, Daffy. I can't imagine having bad teeth. Having bad teeth is crazy. He says, Black Burger Planet. Having bad... Look at my teeth, chat. My shit is legit. Come on. People think I have veneers and shit. So, and I can't imagine having bad teeth. How do people let themselves go to that level? I can understand being a little bit down, a little bit sad. But, bro, being that nigga who has rotten teeth is crazy. When you have rotten teeth, how do you even get bitches? It says teeth are crooked and dark. Wait, who? Whose teeth are crooked and dark? Mine? My teeth are crooked and dark? He says, flex being a dad. He says, yeah, I mean, I do flex being being a dad. Nowadays, most niggas really aren't going to reproduce, bro, because they're incels. So I guess that being a dad is kind of a flex to a certain degree. But it's also a pain in the ass sometimes. Also, Rob, don't scare me like that, bro. Homie said teeth are crooked and dark. That shit fucking hit me hard, bro. Do you know how much money I spent on these fucking teeth? He says turning his bad pullout game into a flex is crazy. Oh my God. Do you know how much I spent on these teeth, bro? I don't understand how some people let their fucking teeth go bad. That's diabolical. First of all, if your teeth are bad and you meet a girl, how the fuck do you riz her up, bro? When your shit is like Asmongold shit that's black. Like that shit is rotten and shit. You got rotten teeth and shit. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, you know your breath got to be smelling like fucking horse booty hole. Ain't no way your shit ain't smelling like fucking doo-doo dung. The doo-doo dung teeth. Come on, bro. Asmongold fell off for that shit, bro. I don't care how much millions you got. That bitch ain't no bitches fucking trying to go after a guy that looks like that. He says, I Google searched why do evil people always have yellow teeth. Do they always have yellow teeth? I got my shit whitened, bro. That's a whole nother story for a different time. He says, talking about Riz while holding a child is cringe. What do you mean, Rob? I'm the Riz god, bro. I'm the Riz gobbler. Right, baby? They said daddy's being cringe because he's talking about Riz. I'm the Riz king, my nigga. The fuck we talking about here, chat? Damn, it's 7 o'clock. I need Bailey. I wish Bailey got home at... I wish Bailey went into work earlier. That's what I want. Why is it cringe, Rob? Explain to me why you think it's cringe. Let's have a therapy session number 6. Tonight we're gonna have therapy session number 6. How about that, chat? What makes it cringe, Rob? Why do you think it's cringe? Because y'all be making my whole life feel like it's cringe. She says, Bailey, work harder. She should work harder. She should work double shifts. She should work double shifts. Yo, I worked hard for how many years, chat? He says, look in the mirror and you tell me. Wait, what do you mean look in the mirror and you tell me? He says, Unk shouldn't say Riz. Do I look that Unk? Bro, the bags really are settling in. Why do you guys have to tell me that shit, chat? Now I'm self-conscious. I'm gonna have to go get Botox. I'm gonna have to Botox myself up, bro. He says 40 with the kid in hands talking about Riz. Can I? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Man, y'all niggas are cruel, dude. First of all, I am not 40. When I become 40, the day I become 40, I'll tell you guys, yo, I'm 40. Now you can say whatever the fuck you want. But until that day, I'm not 40, chat. Don't even fucking say that kind of shit to me. Put some respect on my name. And second of all, now do I look old? I would say I look youthful. He says 45 ass man holding his daughter, talking about Riz, smashing and shit cringe. Oh my God. Why is it cringe, Rob? I tell you, they said it's cringe. Your daddy's a top G. Stole that shit. Okay, I'm copying off of Sneeko too much with that one. He says, you don't look like Rick old. I know exactly. Daffy, bro, please tell them. He says, the beard adds 9 years. 9 years is crazy. I don't want to shave my beard off, bro. I don't want to shave my beard off. That's crazy. The beard is what's saving my life. He says, Vince speaks facts. Nah, what's adding the 9 years is the bag under my fucking eye. You see, you're making your daddy older. Do you like making daddy old? Do you like making your daddy look old? Do you like that? Is that your goal in life? Ruin daddy's Riz? You better not be shitting again. Every single day, like, chat, this shit is becoming a fucking... I'm getting cooked. He says, Little O loves chat. Yeah, why you be reading the chat? He says, the feminization of Scott Leonard live. I mean, low-key, it kind of is, Daffy. He says, beanie hiding the hairline don't help either. Oh my God, Rob, my hairline is not even that bad, bro. Did you see Rick's fucking hairline? Do you see Content's Universe's hairline? Come on, bruh. Yo, I'm gonna have to get on testosterone, chat. He says, every stream is a free condom ad. I'm gonna have to get on testosterone. He says, Rob, he cut the hair and lost it all. Bro, on the rise. I don't know why I listened to the chat, bro. I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking when I cut my hair. Nigga said, yo, Scott, do something different. And I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna cut my hair. What a fucking stupid rookie mistake. Lost half my aura right there and then. Motherfucker. Last time I ever do that in my entire life, guys. I fucked up big. I fucked up big with that fucking haircutting bullshit. Thank you, guys. Let's give the 5 gifted. Let's see who else gets the 5 gifted right now. Damn, it gave it to all nobodies. Fitz Nuts. Oh, Fitz Nuts leaves comments on the videos sometimes, I think. But he never fucking joins the stream anymore. The rest of the people who got it were deadbeats, bro. I Go 7 Up was in here a few days ago. I do remember he was in here a few days ago. But the rest of the people who got it are deadbeats. Like, who the fuck is Zen Like Monk? That nigga's not been in here for like a whole year. He says, I'll never get a gifted at this point. Daffy, you gotta buy one to get one, bro. You gotta buy one to get one, man. Or we could do matches. I'll do matches, guys. If somebody donates, I'll match their donation. What, baby? If anybody gifts, I'll match your gifted. But yeah, getting older is crazy, bro. You know what's funny though? You guys are making fun of me for getting older, but y'all are on the same train as me, bro. We're all on the same fucking fucked up train. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Octavia, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? Rob says, I don't care about age. What do you mean you don't care about age? Pause, bro. What do you mean by that, Rob? What do you mean you don't care about age? That sounded crazy. Don't say that the way you said it again. He says, I recently quit weed only 2 weeks. But yeah, smoking 7 grams a day is to nothing. Are you crazy, Eddie? Why are you smoking, bro? Look, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is going to rub people the wrong way. Maybe you guys might get mad at me. Smoking weed, that shit is a no-go, man. You want to be a loser for the rest of your life? Go smoke some weed. Rob says, only a pedo would read that like that. Rob, I'm just saying, bro, you got to choose your words carefully. That shit, the way you wrote that was crazy. Now, I have been watching those Epstein interviews the last few days. I'm not going to lie to you about that one. He says, worked for Bob Marley. Who worked for Bob Marley? He said, did someone check if Scott is in the files? Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I was at the parties, Daffy. I was on the Lolita Express. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas are wilding. First of all, I don't think that everybody who went to the island did crazy shit. Right, Octavia? Some people were just doing normal business shit, bro. He says, funny how you think about Epstein all of a sudden with a smile while holding a baby. Yeah, Rob. Don't even fucking put that idea out there, bro. Were those niggas eating the babies? Were they eating the babies? Because that's what it sounded like from what I read. He says, normally... You better not be leaking. You better not leak on my fucking sweatpants. He says, normally I would destroy a channel for featuring a kid, but you're okay. But you're doing okay. Eddie, wait, why would you destroy them? You think I'm exploiting? You guys think that I have my daughter on stream because I'm trying to exploit her for views? Nah, bro. I have her on stream because Bailey has me here watching her 24/7. That's why. That's why I have her on stream. If it were up to me, I wouldn't have her on stream. I would have somebody watching her, but I can't because Bailey has me watching her. You have something to say, little monkey? You have something to say, little monkey? Do you? You little monkey. Okay, let's turn you around. Let's sit you up. I gotta change her in a second because she's starting to smell a little funky. He says they were eating the dogs. They were? I think they were eating the people. He says, nah, everybody in the file's guilty. They was still after he was convicted. I mean, on the rise, I think that after he got convicted, yeah, okay, he's convicted, but if it was just business shit, I'm gonna give him a pass, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. If they were just doing business shit, because I mean, he did do some sort of fucking, what did he do? Some sort of consulting. I don't think everybody was there just for pedophile shit, because after watching the interview that Steve Bannon did with him, I'm like, okay, maybe some people were there for other shit. He says he missed the joke again. Bro, Daffy, do you know I don't get jokes, bro? I'm slow. Y'all niggas still don't understand that I am slow, guys. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. Even my daughter said it. She said, eh. He says consulting on a private island. I mean, can I? Maybe that. Okay, so when niggas go to Mar-a-Lago to meet Trump, couldn't you make the same argument? Like, yo, why are they going to a private fucking resort to talk to the president? I don't know, bro. I wasn't there. I know that, but how does that fit into the context, Daffy? That's why I didn't get the joke, because I was like, why was that? That doesn't fit into the context. He says Trump is a Jesuit. Trump ain't no damn Jesuit. He says, yeah, but they go to stay at a hotel. He says, you need a disclaimer on stream. I'm a retard. Rob, can you not tell I don't like, just by looking at me, you should be able to tell him I have Down syndrome. He says, because you said they were eating people on the island. I think they were, though, weren't they? They were doing, at least they were killing people. At least they killed some babies for sure. From what I read. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. He said Down syndrome would explain the big head. I don't got a big head, bro. He says he was studying cloning, worshiping an evil god, and talking about the effects of adrenochrome to stay young. He says hard to tell with them big ass eye bags. Oh my God. Yeah, Rob, can you stop, bro? You guys are making me self-conscious, chat. Man, y'all niggas really know how to ruin a nigga's day, bro. That's the worst part about it. Niggas really know how to ruin yo, I need to get some homies, bro. Not homos, homies. He's Squidward Leonard. Because y'all niggas really know how to ruin a homie's day, bro. I get on here in a good mood, having my confidence up, and y'all niggas be tearing that shit down, talking about, yo, Scott, you're chopped. Yo, Scott, you got bags under your eyes. Yo, Unk, your fucking beard looks like ass. Unk, your hairline. Unk, this, Unk, that. Unk. He says, you're laughing. Get over it. I'm laughing because what else can I do? Cry? He says, stop sounding sensitive. Oh, and yes. Outside of my physical characteristics, you guys also attack my personality type. Scott is being sensitive. Who's more sensitive, me or Hex Speaks? That's the real question. He says, change the tampon again. He says, complaining chat. Complaining again, chat? I'm not complaining, Royalty. Oh my God, bro. Stop. Oh my God. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. Hey, first of all, y'all make me feel like I'm Fousey, bro. But I'm doing something that Fousey never did. I reproduced. We beat Fousey, baby. We beat him. Royalty, you have kids? He says, when you keep comparing yourself to other men and asking gay questions, you already know the answer. Oh my God. He says, so Bill Gates solved world hunger by killing off the hungry. Can't make that shit up, lol. Oh my god. He says you keep falling for the bait, so it's your fault. Nah, it's not my fault. You know what? Let's talk about something else. Kanai, did you watch the last episode of Fallout? Anybody in here watch the season finale of Fallout on Amazon Prime? He says, no, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Royalty, that don't count, bro. Did you reproduce is what I'm trying to ask. He says, I'm the cool unk in the family. Oh my God, homie really said he's the cool unk in the family. That's crazy. He says, no, don't spoil it. Oh my God. Can I be late as hell to everything, bro? When are you going to watch it, Can I? 10 years later? I mean, I'm asking the wrong nigga. This is the nigga who hasn't watched The Matrix yet. That shit came out in 1999 and he hasn't watched it yet. Ay, ay, ay. He says, Scott definitely has looked at men on the hub before. I haven't, Daffy. Come on, dude. Whoa. Almost broke your little neck. He's starting to smell weird. I think she fucking pissed herself or some shit. You smell weird, baby. Why do you smell like that? Why do you smell like that? He says, only watch it with fine shit. He says, I embraced my unkness, unlike you. Yeah. I'm not embracing no goddamn unkness, royalty. I'm young forever. I'm gonna be young forever. The fuck? I'm gonna be pulling up at the skate park at age 50 with the skateboard. Hey, kids. What is hip today? He says, don't watch The Matrix. Look what Scott turned into. He says, Scott's like Benjamin Button, but he stayed old. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to change her chat. I'll be right back. She's starting to smell weird. Let me grab my microphone. He says, proof Trump is a Jesuit. He just wants the entire world to observe life through him, making himself the reality and immortal. I have no idea what you're talking about, Eddie. You lost me with that one, buddy. You lost me with that one. He says, hey, kids, is crazy. I mean, I'm going to have to, Rob. I'm going to pull up with the skateboard and my hat on backwards. Oh, shit. The mic hit your head? Okay, let's change the mics. Let's change mics. Let's make sure this mic is working. It is. Let's go change it really quick. Where's my phone? He says breaking his hip while skateboarding. I really am, but I'm gonna pull up. I wish I could put something else on the screen so you guys can see something visual, because looking at my screen like that is mad boring. He says Taco Bell beanie is wild. This is not Taco Bell, bro. It's fucking Quicksilver. Taco Bell. This nigga really said Taco Bell. Damn, I can tell you've never been anywhere by saying it's Taco Bell. Octavia, they called my daddy's hat a Taco Bell beanie. The Taco Bell beanie is crazy. Okay, let's change her really quick because why are you doing this to me, baby? Every single night when daddy's streaming, you gotta use the bathroom and disrupt the stream. Why are you being so disruptive? Don't make daddy pop out the shot collar. Place. Octavia, place. Don't make daddy pop out the shot collar, baby. Oh my goodness. Let me pull up the chat on my phone. Daddy's about to crash the fuck out. I'm chopped. I'm this. I'm that. Then the worst part is whenever we leave, like a moment ago, we had a decent amount of people watching, but now niggas are going to be dropping off because I'm not on screen. And when they don't see anybody on screen, they lose interest. If you're watching the stream right now and you're wondering where the fuck is Scott, you better not leave. Y'all better sit there and wait for me to come back. Yeah, daddy's changing you, baby. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny when daddy has to change you. Thank goodness you didn't take a shit yet, though. Yeah. I'm the best father anyone. Yeah, y'all niggas be wishing. You wishing, he says W chair stream, wishing that Scott was your dad. You wish I was your daddy. Don't deny it. Don't deny it, chat. Yo, tell them, baby. Don't deny it. They wish that, yeah, laugh. They wish that Scott was their daddy. Daddy Scott. That's what they want. He says, honestly, getting a shit job would be worse for you than being the sole caretaker and keeping your child safe. Bro, Eddie, I'm not gonna get, bro, do you know who I am? Do you fucking know who I am, man? Do I look like I'm gonna go work at a fucking Taco Bell? The fuck? That's not pride. That's knowing your self. That's having self-worth. The problem is that y'all niggas in the chat want to tear my self-worth down. Baby, they're trying to tear your daddy down systematically. Everybody around daddy is trying to tear daddy down systematically, baby. Mommy, the chat, the homies. Everybody wants to bring me down. Everybody wants to fucking bring me the fuck down. But I'm not going down, my nigga. I'm not, let go of that. I'm not going down. You ain't gonna get me down, man. Y'all niggas be wanting to pull me down into the dirt. Yo, Scott, give up, bro. Your life is over, bruh. It's done. You're not gonna make it, bruh. I promise you that before the end of the fucking year, I'm gonna be the GOAT. I'm gonna be bigger and badder than I was before. The big bad wolf is back in town, motherfuckers. Come on, chat. Don't play with me, man. I don't know why y'all niggas can insist on playing with me. Y'all insist on playing with me. Stop it. Get some help. The big bad wolf is back, man. End of the year, I'm gonna have my fucking supercar. I'm gonna have my mini mansion. And I'm gonna be on top of the fucking world. Ain't nothing stopping me. And you know what? I need to lock in even more and start to really research this AI thing, because right now I'm sleeping on it, man. I'm sleeping on it. AI is the next big thing. AI is the next way that you're going to become a multi-billionaire, millionaire at least. And I'm sleeping on it, moping and groping, letting a bunch of people try to tear me down. They're trying to tear me down, bro. I'm not going to let that shit happen anymore, though. I'm done being torn down. I'm done. And tonight is the last stream that we do that is half-assed. It's just that I didn't get a chance to do anything because I was taking care of Octavia all day. Okay, baby, I'm going to put you in the rocker now. You're going to go in the rocker after this. It's rocker time. Okay. And hopefully your mom comes home and then she can take care of you and I can wrap up my goddamn stream. I am tired of having half-assed streams. Half-assed fucking streams. They said, what are they saying? He says, stick to trading stocks. Ahmed, come on, bro. Don't play with me. Stick to trading stocks is crazy, bro. After you know I lost $1,000 yesterday. You think I'm really gonna stick to trading stocks? Come on, man. I took that money out. I transferred that money back to my fucking other stock account. And I'm gonna use that money to invest in something else. Properly. A proper investment. No more gambling. The gambling arc is done for me. Okay, baby, I'm gonna put the show on, okay? TV for the baby. TV for the baby. TV for the baby. TV for the baby. Let's put on some cartoons for the baby to learn how to be a NPC. Okay, Octavia, here. Not even play your cartoon, okay? Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, baby. Look, let's find a good one. Let's find a good one. Shark Tooth versus Treehorn. Here, boom. 2 hours of content. There you go, baby. 2 hours of content for you. Turn on this rocker. So you got 2 hours of content, chat. Let's fucking go. Two hours of content, my boys. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Hopefully that keeps her calm. He says, W brain rot baby. Daffy, I'm sorry, man. Maybe this is parenting in 2025, bro. This is parenting in 2025. He says, 13 viewers, don't blow this. Bro. Anyways, what was I telling y'all? Yeah, heard this millions of times. What you hear millions of times? He says, teach her how to doom scroll them out. I'm gonna teach her that next, Daffy. That might keep her occupied for hours, bro. I mean, she's gonna learn that from her mom. He says, this emoji is butt to butt. Oh my goodness. She's gonna learn it from her mom, bro. I don't doom scroll. He says, butt to butt is crazy. Is that really butt to butt? What is that? They're cheeked up if that was butt to butt. He says, what's doom scroll? You don't know what doom scroll is, Royalty? Yo, how old is Royalty, bro? Royalty's like 60 years old. I hope he's joking. He said, childhood Scott is ashamed of the hermit you've become and passing it on to your child. He says, gay streamer. Not me. I'm not the gay streamer. What the fuck? I ain't no Fousey tube. Also, on the rise. I'm not a hermit. Am I a hermit? Guys, I go out all the time. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym again. I'm going to put my workout in. Right now, my chests are hurting me. He says, please, no complaining when I get home. Oh my God. Now my own girlfriend's in here now trolling me, bro. Everybody just troll Scott. Maybe I am the next lol cow. He says, you are a hermit. How am I a hermit on the rise? I have plenty of associates, bro. I'm not no damn hermit. I don't know why people think I'm a hermit. What am I doing that hermits do? Just because I'm in my house doesn't make me a hermit. Does it? She says, bet. Well, first of all, he says winter cam. Winter cam. I could put the baby cam on if you guys really want. Not the winter cam, though. Fuck winter. I'm tired of those fucking cats. He says, you should have Bay's dinner ready when she walks in. Nah, she should have my dinner ready when she walks in. He says, when was the last time you left the house? I left the house last weekend, Kanai. It was torture. I was miserable. No cap, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was miserable. That shit was not fun. I did not have any. It was horrible. Let me put the baby cam on. Fuck it. Let me set the baby cam up really quick. He says, why? Because it was boring, bro. It was boring. And there was nothing to do. And it was cold. It was miserable. I was so mad that I went with Bailey, to be honest. He says, I work 5 days a week and gotta listen to you complain and take care of O. I don't even complain when you, off camera. I don't even complain. Bailey's such a capper, chat. Okay, let's turn on this baby cam and see how it looks. Turn on the baby cam over here. Here we go. For the people who love to see the fucking family content over here. There you go, guys, for the people. Okay, what was I saying? He says, my ass. He says, don't forget his tampons, bae. I don't got tampons. Heavy flow today. He says, you won't crash out. Why am I going to crash out? He says he eats wieners and spam. Ugh, who eats spam, bro? You know what we need to do, chat? We need to have a stream where we talk about our favorite foods, because who the fuck eats spam? I hate spam. He says, let me guess, he eats TV dinners. Royalty, come on, bro. Show me some respect, Royalty. Royalty, show me some fucking respect. First of all, why would you think that I eat TV dinners? When have you seen me eating a TV dinner, bro? I'd rather eat an egg than TV dinner. The fuck? He says, how does that beard feel? It feels good, bro. It feels refreshing. You wish you had a beard like me, Eddie. He says, Lamau, no, I cook when I'm not tired. Nobody in my house is eating Spam. The day I eat Spam is the day I fucking just leave and don't ever come back. We're not eating Spam. That nasty ass, disgusting ass shit. He's like wiping with the cactus. Nah. Yesterday I shaved a little bit. Oh my God. Scott's the stay-at-home mommy. I'm not the stay-at-home mommy, but I'm still not gonna I'm not gonna live like that. He says Spam is good when you grill it on the stove. It's not good, Amen. Are you crazy? German food ass. Don't, Royalty, believe me, you don't want to eat Spam, bro. It's disgusting. It's one of the most disgusting inventions ever. What kind of meat is that even? I literally don't know what kind of meat it is. Dragonite, thank you for joining the stream, bro. How you doing, man? He says, you never leave the house and take care of O, so therefore you are my chocolate gumdrop. First of all, it's leave, L-E-A-V-E, not L-I-V-E. Second of all, I do leave the house. I leave the house all the time. When nobody's watching, I leave the house. Amen. Royalty says, Amen, I could tell you eat trash. That's crazy. Even though I'm not going to lie, eating Spam is like eating trash. He says, it's cat and lizard meat in Spam. Spam is disgusting, bro. Whoever invented Spam should get the opposite of the Nobel Peace Prize. That shit is so disgusting. It's like eating bologna. Who eats bologna? He says, spell checking someone when working a full-time job is crazy. Rob, I mean, I got to keep her on her feet, bro. I got to keep her on her feet. He says, nah, some real player shit is having a bomb-ass meal ready for your queen when she gets home, and it helps keep her off your back. On the rise. Please don't put those kind of ideas out there. I need her to have me a bomb-ass meal when she comes home from work. Come on. Y'all know what time we're on, man. Plus, if I made a bomb-ass meal, she wouldn't eat it. Bailey doesn't eat food. She only eats chips. She's like the Cookie Monster. He says, bologna I eat. You eat bologna? Super Sen, are you crazy? He says, during COVID, I was on DR, so I was in paradise. Bailey says, I'm not cooking. Wait, what do you mean you're not cooking? Baby, we got to cook the chicken when you get home. We got to cook the chicken when you get home. The chicken has been in the refrigerator for 2 days. We gotta cook it when you get home. Let's fry it. He says, not gonna lie, you should cook her dinner. How the fuck am I supposed to cook her dinner when I'm taking care of the baby, Rob? It's one or the other, bro. Either I take care of the baby or I cook. I can't do both. He says, cooking for Bay stream. He says, you need to cook the chicken. No, you need to cook the chicken, baby. How am I supposed to cook the chicken? He says, he doesn't know how to cook. No, that's cap, Eddie. I do know how to cook. They've seen me cooking before. I've cooked in the past. He says, how lazy are you, Scott? Damn. Bro, what do you mean? He says, you're the woman of the house. It's your responsibility. Fuck you, could I? What do you mean it's my responsibility? He says, yeah, I'm a raccoon, Royal. Wait, what do you mean a raccoon? Why they call her a raccoon? What the fuck? Maybe I misinterpreted that. He says, it's an oven, motherfucker, and set and forget. No, it's not. He says, single moms do it all the time. Bro, I'm doing something. He says, yeah, never mind. You're going to give me food poisoning. I can't miss work. For real, baby. I can't cook the food if I just finished changing Octavia's little diapers. I might have human feces on my hands. He says, that's a woman's job to cook. So get your ass in the kitchen. I'm not a woman, bro. Man, y'all niggas really be trolling me, chat. He says, something tells me Scott don't cook. Our ancestors are crying right now. Royalty, I do cook. You've seen me cook, bro. You've seen me cook. You guys saw me cook a snapper before. You guys saw me cook multiple times. What are you talking about? I don't cook. I cook all the time. I used to at least. He says, put on the maid's outfit. I'm not putting on no damn maid's outfit. He says, Bailey's a single mom at this point. Daffy, I'm the single mom. What the fuck? I'm the one who's at home doing all the stuff. Nah, y'all niggas be tripping, chat. He says, he don't cook, y'all. I do cook. Stop the cap. He orders DoorDash. That's so much bullshit. Stop it. I don't order no goddamn DoorDash. I did that one time. He says, I haven't seen you cook shit. Wait, what did he say about the snapper? He says, snapper, anybody can steam a snapper. I didn't steam it, first of all. And second of all, nobody can cook a snapper. That snapper was snapping, bro. Man, y'all always want to downplay my fucking feats of fucking engineering over here. Scott, the top chef. They called me Gordon Ramsay. They called me Gordon Ramsay. Oh my God. I don't know how to speak, chat. I think I'm having a brain aneurysm. They called me Gordon Ramsay. They called me Gordon Ramsay in another life is what I wanted to say, but I butchered it, so fuck it. Why can't I talk? Does anybody know why I can't talk? He says Taco Bell beanie wearing Bro, this is not Taco Bell, bro. It's not Taco Bell, my nigga. Yo, why do you guys think I'm wearing a First of all, what is the logo for Taco Bell? I don't know where the fuck is he getting that Taco Bell. Taco Bell logo. That's the logo for Taco Bell, bro. This is Quicksilver. Quicksilver logo. Quicksilver. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas are playing with me, chat. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. Y'all got me over here paranoid, thinking like, yo, why does it look like the Taco Bell logo doesn't even look like this logo? He says, I haven't had Taco Bell in 15 years, but I want some. I want some too. The only reason I don't eat Taco Bell is because I'm afraid that they're going to take a shit in the fucking meat sauce. He says, not going to lie. It looks the same since you showed it. It doesn't look the same. He says, rocking Quicksilver at any time in the last 20 years is disgusting. Yo, David Fish, why you say that? He says, just get a damn haircut. Wait. Why did you say rocking Taco Bell? Rocking Quicksilver is disgusting. You don't fuck with Quicksilver? He says, it's called a speech impediment. I don't have a speech impediment, bro. Get the fuck out of here. The Island Boys say that's what they have. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't have a fucking speech impediment, my nigga. The fuck are you talking about? He says, so you regret doing that to your cousin? No, I don't regret doing it. He deserved that shit. He says, last time I had Taco Bell was more than 20 years ago. That shit gave me diarrhea. I mean, it makes sense, Royalty. You eat diarrhea, you're going to get diarrhea. He says, not going to lie, chat hilarious tonight. I'm a lolcow, Kanai. This is my niche, I guess. My niche is being the fucking lolcow. He says, it's 100,000% out of style. Nobody is rocking that. I wore that shit 20 years ago. David Fish, I bought this 20 years ago, my nigga. The fuck? I bought this hoodie this beanie 20 years ago. On God. He says, Sped Leonard. He says, David Fish is old as fuck. He says, Scott caught the stutter from, what'd it say? Scott caught the stutter of doom from Rakai. I don't know why I'm stuttering like this, bro. I've lost myself, chat. The truth is I lost myself. He says Quicksilver and that studded belt match. I know, because I bought them about the same time when I was that studded belt, I've had it since I was 15 years old. He says, damn, your head still fits that beanie? Oh my God. What, baby, do you think my head's gonna grow? Your head doesn't grow. Unc wearing 20-year-old clothing is crazy. It's called taking care of your stuff, Daffy. You don't have anything you taking care of? XXXL beanie. Nah, fuck that. 20 years ago. That looks like it's from the 80s. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up, Amen. The 80s. I wasn't even born in the 80s. The Taco Bell ink thinking through his head. Quicksilver is like having Aeropostale. I don't even know what Aeropostale is. He says he's withering away and we're watching it. He's spiritually melting by the minute. Pray for Unc. Bro, I'm not going to lie, David. I'm losing myself, bro. He says, where's the Ed Hardy t-shirt? He says, so you were born with that big ass head? I got an Ed Hardy jacket. It's chopped though. Scott should wear it. He says, I was born in 86. He says, Easter Island head. Bro, chill. He says, it's been 30 years and you got the same waist size from when you were 15. Bro, who doesn't? Who doesn't, Amid? He says, rest in peace, mom, with that head coming out. Bro, chill. I was a C-section, Rob, actually, now that I think about it. I was a C-section. He says, same size head since birth is crazy. Bro, y'all be on some niggas. First of all, I have a normal sized head. I have a normal sized head. Can you guys stop? I don't know where this fucking narrative of me having a big head is coming from, bro. I'm looking at myself right now in the camera and I do not have a big head. The only big head I have, let me not even say that, TMI. He says, straight people don't have the same waist size. He says, Scott didn't break his mom's. Oh my God, that's crazy. He says, 5'4" must be rough. Who's 5'4", Eddie? I'm not 5'4". You think I'm Kai Cenat? Fun fact, Scott was in the first Alien movie. Oh my goodness, dude. He says, you look like the Roger from American Dad. I don't look like the Roger from American Dad. Normal size head is crazy. He says, Doc said, that head's not fitting. Get the knife. Shut the fuck up, Rob. Yo. Man, what the fuck has got it into you guys, chat? And I don't look like Roger, bro. He says, what does he smell like? I smell like fucking flowers, man. Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. Royalty, bro. Yo, Royalty must really be old because Roger Rabbit, they're not talking about Roger Rabbit. They're talking about Roger from American Dad. Cocoa butter. Eddie, do I look like the kind of nigga who smells like cocoa butter? He smells like butt. Oh my God. I smell like butt. Okay, bet. I guess we both smell like butt then. Damn, those bags are really... I gotta order the thing from Amazon today. Baby, can you do me a favor? Can you order eye patches? Nah, I shower. I shower too. He says, Akash Leonard. Oh my God. I don't think Scott showers. Wait, never mind. He takes baths. I'm gonna have to take a bath tonight. I'm gonna have to fucking break out the Epsom salts, break out the bath bomb, break out the bubble bath, break out the candles, and break out the fucking soft music from the 80s. Lady in red is dancing with me. Da-na-na-na. I'm gonna go crazy tonight. He says, if 39 is old, then I'm old. I embrace my age, gang. He says, same clothes back to back. Rob, I have been wearing the same clothes back to back. No shame. I should wear the same clothes every single fucking stream for the next year. He only takes baths. You know what they said? Kings used to take baths. He says, Scott takes bubble baths with candles, Lamau. I do. I'm not ashamed of that. Oh my God, why is she crying? He says, soaking in his own shit is crazy. Hey, ain't nothing better than a shit bath. Shave his head when he's sleeping. If she did that, oh, bro. He says the Epstein salts. I said Epsom salts, not Epstein salts. Not the Epstein salts. He says he definitely giving himself back shots tonight. He says Scott's the type of guy to not change in the bathroom. He just wraps a towel around his body like the girls in the movies. Wait, everybody does that. What, you change in the bathroom? Amen. Serious question. I don't change in the bathroom. You can ask Bailey. I change in my room, in the bedroom. He said this motherfucker won't change his underwear though. I don't. He says Scott is the only dude in the internet to hide his age, but we all know it. Yo, Royalty, bro, chill, my nigga. He says ever seen the Very Odd Parents when the boil has its own brain? Oh man, his beard is kind of like that. Who watches Very Odd Parents? I hate that fucking show. I never watched that shit ever. That shit was sus. He says, oh, crying because you can't be her dad. He says gays also take baths. What are you trying to tell us? Rob, bro, there ain't nothing gay about taking a bath, dude. Man, y'all niggas be, yo, Christian Codes was right. Y'all niggas be worried about what kind of bath you're taking. Oh, if I take a bath like this, it's gay. Bro, I'm gonna take whatever bath I fucking want. Crack out the bubble bath. The pink bubble bath at that. With the pink foam and everything. I don't give a fuck. Scott the type of guy to walk around naked after a bath. I do. I be letting shit, I be letting it all hang out. I put on basketball shorts. That's what I sleep in. Oh, Amen be sleeping like a middle-aged Puerto Rican girl and basketball shorts. That's crazy. He says Fairy Odd Parents was peak. Royalty, are you delusional? Royalty must be on something. Fairy Odd Parents sucked, bro. One of the worst fucking cartoons ever made. The fuck are you talking about, bro? I hated that shit. My brother used to watch that shit. I hate that shit. That shit is ass. Kings had women give them baths. You bathe yourself. Nah, Bailey be bathing me too. I don't sleep in a onesie like you. A onesie? He says definitely gay. Oh my God. Kanai, taking a bath does not make you gay, bro. He says baths are nice balls. Ball sack tea. Oh yeah. Oh my God. He says, Scott, you remind me of a teacher in Fairy Odd Parents. Nigga, Mr. Crocker. God, I don't even know what that is. I never watched that show. I watched like one episode. I didn't like it. He says, Christian is also gay. No wonder. Oh my goodness. He says, twerking in a pink bubble bath is crazy. Claims Scott. I never said I was twerking in it. He says, middle-aged PR girl. I don't know what that means. Great comparison there. He says, I bet you were a Danny Phantom freak, Scott. No, I didn't like Danny Phantom either. Christian Code zesty as fuck. Yo, I didn't know that nigga. I didn't know he was like that, chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even know he was like that, bro. I was as surprised as you guys were when he joined the stream and he was mad zesty. Well, Scott, I think you should. I was like, what? I was like, fuck. What the fuck is going on here? That shit broke my brain. I didn't realize he was zesty. I never sat down and watched one of his streams. He says, Puerto Rican head ass bow. He says, I didn't watch Naruto either. I didn't like anime. I'm not one of these black guys who watches animes, guys. Never have been. He says, Scott be sipping the bathwater, watching his balls float, Lamau. Your balls float? Balls don't float, bro. These niggas ain't never take a bath in their lives, chat. Balls don't float. He says, his voice is mad zesty. He says, show hands. What do you mean show hands? What about my hands, Rob? He says, you got way too excited when saying that. Oh my God. What the fuck? Bro, y'all niggas are crazy. He says, wait, what the fuck? You sleep in naked? I slept naked in the past. He says, your titty's white. What if somebody breaks in your place at night? I mean, then we're gonna have to get into a fight butt naked. We're gonna get into a fist fight butt naked then. He says, Scott only watches Johnny Sins movies. Nah, I don't even know who Johnny Sins is. Isn't that a porn star? He says, best anime is Solo Leveling. No, I didn't like anime. Only your dick float. Yeah, the balls don't float. He says, females love anime. I just never was one of those guys, bro. The black guy with the afro who watches anime, not me. Not me. That's like an archetype. There's, you guys were acting like Ceros was some sort of unique person, but there's plenty of black guys with afros, unkept as fuck, that watch anime and drink Mountain Dew and are on some weird shit. I was never one of those guys. I don't know why people think I was one of those guys. I was never one of those guys. He says, you can't get executed butt naked. People will think you were raped. He says, Scott's way too happy talking about dick and balls. No, I'm not. I wasn't happy at all, Daffy. He says, that's why he sleeps naked, for the chance to wrestle another man naked. Oh my God, Rob. Oh yeah, you got me. Yo, Rob, you got me, bro.
Got him.
You got me, dude.
Got him.
I've just been sleeping butt naked for that one rare chance of that happening, bro. You're right. He says, in America, balls float. Oh, that means they must be full of plastic. He says, RDC broke the stereotype. Who's RDC? He says, painted your nails, but sad fuck no to anime. Kanai, when I painted, you want to know why I painted my nails, bro? Yo, Christopher Michael, thank you for joining the stream. I'm going to show you guys this is what I was doing, chat. Like, y'all niggas are crazy if you think I was just painting my nails for fun. I was painting my nails because I was imitating these guys, dude. I was imitating these guys, chat. That's why I was painting my nails. I was painting my nails because I was imitating these guys, chat. I was imitating these fucking guys. This is why I was painting my nails. This is why I was painting my nails, guys. Because I was watching some satanic ass shit, bro. Y'all niggas think I was painting my nails for shits and giggles? The fuck are you talking about, man? I was doing that shit because I was on that fucking Dimur Burger black metal. I was listening to the German fucking black metal. That's why. The black metal. He says, not one black person in that video. Self-hater. Oh my God, Super Sant. I like the music. He says, I rebuke, wait, what was this? I rebuke this dark spell in the name of Jesus. Yo, On the Rise took that one out of my mom's book, bro. The fuck? He says, what the fuck, Lamau? Why were you imitating those guys? Because I was listening to that kind of satanic music, bro. That's why. He says, how is it my luck that every time I come into Scott's live, he's on some homo stuff? Oh my God, what is homo about that? He says, if you said because you're gay, I would respect you more. He says, Scott got a spell on his inner butt cheeks. Oh my God, bro. Listen, did I even tell you guys how I got into that kind of music? I don't think I ever told the story. I got into that music because when I was a teenager, I was listening to punk rock, right? I used to listen to Blink 182. I used to listen to Sum 41. I used to listen to Green Day. I used to listen to Limp Bizkit, to Linkin Park, Korn. And I had this one friend and he was into metal, right? And one day he came over to me and he said, Scott, the music that you're listening to is bitch made, bro. He said, Scott, let me put you on some real fucking rock because the shit that you're listening to is weak, bro. And you know, mind me, I'm a 15-year-old kid, right? I mean, you got to do it all for the nookie. I did it all for the nookie. So you can take this cookie. Yo, the thing is that this nigga came up to me and he said, Scott, you're doing this shit wrong, bro. Let me show you some real fucking power, right? I'm not gonna lie. Low key, it was grooming because I was like, how old was I? 14. And the niggas that gave me the music were like 17, right? The high schoolers. Homie gave me a CD. He gave me 2 CDs. One was Metallica Ride the Lightning, and the other one was Deicide. And I started listening to that shit, and it made me go full satanic, chat. I went from being an innocent kid who was just listening to punk rock to being a fucking demon devil worshiper metalhead. I was listening to all kinds of crazy fucking bands. Cannibal Corpse, 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, fucking Slipknot was nothing, bro. Slipknot was nothing. He says Metallica is heavy metal, not Screamo. I never liked Screamo. Screamo is for bitches. Yo, Timothy, thank you for joining the stream. He says, the other boys will think I'm so cool now. He says, he wired lipstick, Cradle of Filth. Yes, I was listening to Cradle of Filth, fucking Lamb of God, Children of Budam. I was listening to all kinds of demonic music. He says, it's okay. When Obama was president, I thought I was black. Oh my God. He says, this man Scott definitely wishes he was white and used to hate himself as a teen. No, I never hated myself as a teen. Why do you guys think that, yo, oh my God. First of all, when you live overseas, I never even thought about my race at all. Do you think people in Spanish countries be thinking about their race? oh, I'm black or I'm white or I'm this or I'm that. In Spanish countries, nobody even thinks about those things. That thought didn't even cross my mind. Oh, I'm black, so I gotta be this way. Never crossed my mind, chat. That's an American phenomena. That's an American phenomena. He says, freak on a leash. Freak on a leash was corn. Feeling like a freak on a leash. I still kind of remember the songs a little bit. He says, show me where they touched you on this doll. Oh my God. He says, because you had no identity. He says, in America, it's mandatory. Of machines. I don't remember. You remember Alien Ant Farm? All I know is that being obsessed with your race, that's an American thing, bro. In other countries, I didn't wake up ever and think, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that because of my race. Americans are the ones that think that way. He says, all of the bullying and lack of attention made me feel like I needed to rebel in school. Nah, he says, you wore girls' clothes, makeup, and nail polish. You were fishnet pantyhose. Super Sin. I never wore fishnet panty. First of all, the men even wear the fishnets? I never wear no damn fishnets, bro. The most I did was paint my nails black and wear like spikes and shit. Never did anything else. And I never thought like, oh, I can't do this because I'm black. In Spanish countries, there's plenty of black people that listen to rock music. In America, why would you limit yourself? He says, I'm white and I don't know this shit. He says, in other countries, they just want to be American. He says, Scott's the OG femboy. I was not no fucking OG goth femboy. He says, they better not. No nets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Royalty, you're from the DR. And the DR, there are Spanish niggas that listen to rock music, right? I don't know. I'm assuming that the culture in the DR and in Puerto Rico and in Mexico are the same kind of like in Panama when it comes to music. Like people will listen to music no matter what race they are. Nobody's thinking like, oh, I can't listen to this kind of music because of my race. That thought never even occurred to me until I got to America. When I got to America, everybody was like, bro, you're black. And I was like, oh shit, I'm black? Oh, I just noticed. I didn't know I was even black. Like nobody thinks like that, bro. Nobody thinks like that. I didn't realize that black people don't listen to rock music until I came to America. That's the other thing. When you live overseas, when you grow up overseas, what you guys don't realize is that people overseas they're not aware of the cultural definitions in America. They don't realize that in America, black people don't even listen to rock music for the most part. They think that all Americans listen to that kind of music. He says, Scott, name the first record of Nirvana. I don't know the names of the records, Eamon. He says, Scott has trans friends, Rob. We saw in a video he showed us, but I think you missed that stream. It was a girl and she wasn't my friend. That was one of Bailey's fucking friends. He says, you're gay if you didn't notice. Didn't notice what? He says, you would have been a weirdo doing that in my school, Lamau. What state did you go to high school in? I didn't go to high school in America. I went to high school overseas. He says, you are so deported. He says, Scott was tricked by the damaged kid to let him check his battery through his blood. I don't know why I read the chats out loud before reading them in my head. That never happened. And that kid was like one of the most popular kids in school, FYI. He says, black people who listen to rock are the only ones you can't trust. Kanai says he went to one metal concert and it was terrible. Which band did you go to, Kanai? What band was it? He says, Scott is getting bullied, Lamau. It's like, I didn't get bullied in high school, so you guys are making up for it. That's how it feels. That's how it feels, chat. It feels like I didn't get bullied in high school, so now you guys are making up for it. All the bullying I didn't get when I was growing up, you guys are doing it now. Oh shit, the rocker stopped. That rocker, we need to get a different one because that rocker stops every 30 minutes. It has a 30-minute timer. He says, so Scott took back shots from the popular kid? Daffy, please cut the cap, bro. That kid, that popular kid, his name was Juan Manchumo. And he was getting mad bitches in school. He was the most popular kid in the fucking school. He says Scott was secretly token on South Park. Shut the fuck up. He says Slayer and it was In the Rain. He says Lithium by Nirvana is straight fire. He says Scott was tricked by the popular kid to check his battery. Oh, I already read that. He says rock music in DR is mostly consumed by rich folks or upper middle class people. That's how it is in Panama too, royalty. That's what these guys don't understand, that in America, everything is divided by race. But in Central America and in South America, everything is divided by money. Everything is divided by money. The rich, preppy people listen to shit from America, and the poor people listen to music that's from their own country. He says, if you had real content, we wouldn't have to make it. Just saying. What do you mean, Rob? He says, Alaska has the best. Nigga, Alaska don't got shit. Alaska doesn't have shit. He says, yeah, I bet your neighbors know his name, huh, Scott? I don't know what that means. He says, chat carrying your stream once again. Hill Phantom, thank you for joining the stream. He says, Wang Mang Chumo, what the fuck, WWF? Also, he says, bro, what do you mean chat is carrying my stream, guys? I'm carrying my stream and you guys are assisting. He says, say what you want about Scott, but he rolls with all the punches. I would have bullied him, but ended up liking him and put Buddy on. 15 people in chat, hit the like. Yeah, guys, if you're watching the stream right now, can you please take 1 second to smash the like button? He says, Alaska has the best EBST shit. Scott, no, I'm not going to go to Alaska ever. He says, Alaska don't even got sunlight. I know. For real, bro. What the fuck is he on? He says, describe Wang Mang Chumo. He was like he was an Edgar, bro. Phantom, he was an Edgar. Why? Is there a WWF fighter called Wang Mang Chumo? Can you imagine it's the same fucking guy? That would be crazy, dude. That would be insane if I looked this nigga up and he like left Panama, started fighting in the WWF, became famous. That would be crazy. He says, okay, let's see when he stops typing. He says, press the like and feed an unemployed femboy. Guys, I need it, chat. I really do need it. This is my only source of income right now. He says, because you're fucking sick. He says, Alaska is cold as fuck. I'm never going to Alaska. Bailey has family in Alaska and she keeps trying to make me go there. I'm not going to go to Alaska. First of all, I'm not getting in a flight that has to fly over high elevation. You guys are crazy. I'm not trying to die. He says, send out the W9s to us to fill out for your YouTube channel. We're providing the content right now. Oh my goodness. He says, Wang Mang Chumo isn't a common name. Are you spelling it the same way, Hill Phantom? I'm going to Google it really quick to see if he became somebody. Maybe he is. Can you imagine? That'd be fucking crazy, dude. Let me Google this shit really quick. How do you spell it? Wang Ming Chumo? No. How do you spell it? I put it in Google and nothing came up. WWF? Nothing came up, but I might be spelling it wrong. How do you spell it? Well, first of all, I know it's Juan, not okay. Juan. Let me see. Yeah, nothing came up still. Hey, you never know, chat. I feel like I'm in a simulation, so who knows? Maybe a nigga I went to high school with does get famous. He says, go to Dagestan. Dagestan, are you crazy? I don't know how to get to the fucking link. I'm so stupid. I highlighted it with my own mouse. He says, yeah, you want her to go to your third world country? Kanai, bro, Panama. Are you out of your mind, Kanai? Yo, hey, what an insult, bro. I feel offended, dude. You just offended the shit out of me. Panama is a billion, million, gazillion times better than Alaska, bro. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind, bro? Look. Compare this. Compare this. Let's go YouTube. YouTube. Compare this. Compare this. You're trying to compare this. This. You're trying to compare this. Look at it. Take a good look. Take a good look. You're trying to compare this. Paradise. Literal paradise. Literal paradise. Or even this. Panama City. Panama. Or even this.
And here we are now at
Trying to compare this.
one of the ships actually going through a lock at Miraflores right here outside of Panama City.
Now here at Miraflores, they do have an IMAX theater where Morgan Freeman
You're trying to compare this.
go on tour that are going
Panama.
within a few hours drive. So from the Pacific Ocean side of Panama, let's go.
You're trying to compare this. You're trying to compare. You're trying to compare this
Named the crossroads of the world, Panama City is one of the most fast
to this. Anchorage. I don't know how you spell Anchorage. Anchorage, Alaska. You're trying to compare that to this? Look at this shithole, bro.
as one of North America's most isolated cities. Anchorage is
Are you guys crazy?
in this series I briefly
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
populations.
Get the fuck out of here. You're insulting me, bro. I feel so offended right now.
Anchorage.
I feel so fucking offended right now, bro. Oh my god. I feel so yo. Yo, I feel so offended right now, bro. What the fuck, dude? Look at this, dude. There's nothing there. Soviet Russia. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you on, bro? I can't believe you tried to compare Panama to Anchorage. Panama to Alaska. Are you crazy? He says, Scott, let's be real. No one says Panama as a vacation destination, but everybody wants to go to the country DR. Soviet Russia. He says, I'm dying of laughter. We got trains. Panama got trains too. Alaska is beautiful, not gonna lie. I can't believe Kanai, bro. Kanai. But you know what? I should have expected it from Kanai, a guy who hasn't watched The Matrix. He says, you can keep the favelas. Alaska has slums too, bro. Alaska has slums too. I watched there's a whole video about the hood of Alaska. Look. The hoods of Alaska. Hoods of Alaska. There's mad videos about the hoods of Alaska, bro.
My pops kicked me out when I was 17, bro.
Look at that shit. Niggas in the ice.
Everyone in Alaska think it's snow, igloos. We have that advantage.
They're gonna pull out that Glock, it's gonna be frozen.
Let's show them what Alaska.
These are wannabe gangsters. Not the Hellcat in the ice. He says, where do I sign up? Come on, bro. Look at that shit. Y'all niggas really playing with me like that, bro.
A video in Alaska because majority of people, including myself, know nothing about it. So I went on to ask people.
I will never step foot on that state.
Weird.
Probably a lot of white people.
I'm not doing it, Chad. I'm not doing it. Bailey is insisting that we go to Alaska. I'm never gonna step foot in that state. I'm just not gonna do it, bro. You couldn't pay me enough to get to fucking Alaska. He says gangsters everywhere, bro. Hill Phantom, can you imagine being a gangster running up on the ops in Alaska, bro? Yo, I gotta get my op. Running up on the op in snowshoes is crazy, bro. With 20 layers of shit on you. Come on. He says, dude, come to Alaska. Lamau, join me. Nah, I would never go to Alaska. He says, react to the video, Scott. What video, Royalty? He says, is she really from Alaska? Bailey, yes, she is. But almost all of her family is in Florida, so I'm not gonna go to Alaska. Are you guys crazy? He says, less cops, low key. I mean, there ain't nothing to steal either on the rise. What are you gonna steal in Alaska, bro? He says, bro, we ski up on them, son. Silent on them ops. For real. Phantom. Think about it. Think about it. He says, I wear 4 hoodies at -40. At that point, you don't even need to shoot the ops. All you need to do is lock them outside. Think about it, guys. This is Alaska video with Pootie. Nah, I don't want to react to anything, Royalty. My days of reacting are pretty much done, especially long-ass videos, bro. We're doing a strong pivot. We're just going to be doing our own thing from now on. It's time for me to become a real streamer. Real streamers aren't reacting, bro. I'm doing my own. I want people to react to me. He says, you could steal a whole mine or some shit. Gold mine. He says, yep, no vest. Just every day in Alaska protected. You lower 48 soft. Yo, Phantom, the truth is, bro, if you wanted to get rid of somebody in Alaska, all you need to do is go to their house and lock their door, and they'll freeze to death. Yo, I killed the ops. How'd you do it, bro? I froze them to death. Those niggas were frozen in terror. He says, pull up on the igloo with the penguins and the polar bears. Fun fact on the rise, there are no penguins in the North Pole. You guys knew that? I had a big argument with Bailey about that. She's like, oh, there's penguins. There are no penguins in the North Pole. Penguins are from South Antarctica. That's how much people don't know about the world we live in, chat. Everybody knows that. No, Daffy, they don't. Almost a lot of people don't know, especially in America. A lot of people don't know that. Australia has penguins. Yeah, exactly. Spin the block on a moose, then fuck it. Bailey told me that the mooses are very dangerous, actually. She said that moose are extremely dangerous. He says, you have terrible plans. To be honest, if I were going to travel, chat, I'm not traveling. I'm going to travel to I'm going to tell you where I want to go. I want to go to Brazil. Brazil. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Greece. I mean, Kanai went to Greece. I thought he said it was pretty good. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Bali. I want to go to Japan, maybe. But I feel like if I go to Japan, I might relapse on my Gooner shit. Because Japan just has a bunch of Gooner shit. He says the moose get drunk on rotten apples and get mad aggressive. He says Greece was fire. Amsterdam. My brother went to Amsterdam. He says Thailand. Let me guess. Shit, I don't know, bro. I saw a video about Thailand and it looked lit. I'm not gonna lie. Low key, I almost want to go to China, but it's kind of sketchy. He says all the femboy hotspots. I swear. He says Japan got the best trees. Oh my God. What do you mean by that? He says, of course, Brazil. Come to Alaska, Scott. We got ice and fish. Nah, no thank you. Ah, shit, you just reminded me what I wanted to watch. Give me a second, chat. Let me pull up this fucking video and save it. Fuck me, bro. How did I not... Yesterday when I was looking for this video, why could I not find it? Bailey and I were trying to find the video that I was going to watch. And I looked and looked and looked and I couldn't find it. He just reminded me, bro. Thank you for reminding me, man. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe it's in my history from yesterday. I was looking and looking and looking and I couldn't remember what the video was about. And now you just reminded me what the video was about. Where is it? It has to be in my history. I thought I started watching it yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. But while I'm searching for that video, yeah, he says people only go to Thailand for sus shit. I mean, low-key, I saw a video of a guy who lived in Thailand, an American. And first of all, his apartment was only $1,000 a month. And that shit looked like a $5,000 apartment here, bro. It was fucking amazing looking. He had a crazy view. He had a crazy view. And his apartment was only $1,000 a month. And it looked like what you would pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for here in America. I was impressed. That should have me on the fence. He says, yeah, rent there is cheap as fuck. Kanai, the shit looked insane, bro. That shit looked like a fucking New York style penthouse. It was fucking, the roof, it was like 20 feet tall roofs, ceilings. It had the giant windows. Top tier, bro. To be honest, if Bailey wasn't allergic to peanuts, I would have already moved to like Thailand or someplace like that. Because that's where you can... If I moved to Thailand, I would be able to save so much fucking money. Like, that's how you get ahead in life. You got to go to a different server. The American server is just too expensive, bro. You got to take advantage of the time arbitrage, go to another place where it's cheaper to live, and then get rich, and then move back to America once you're rich. Because staying in America, it's just, you're spending so much money. You're just spending so much fucking money. Bro, where's this video at? I watched a video yesterday. I started watching it, and now I don't see it in my fucking history at all. What the fuck? Maybe the thumbnail changed. I can't find the fucking video. Like, where's the fucking video? The video I'm looking for, guys, I wanted to watch it yesterday, but not on stream. I mean, in my own time, was about how ICE, the business of ICE. And now I can't fucking find the video, which is crazy because I watched it yesterday. I watched half of it. I was like, I'm gonna watch the rest of this video, and I can't fucking find it now. What the fuck? Damn. I'm gonna have to look for it later if I can remember. It was interesting. When I'm not on stream, I watch a lot of shit that you guys would probably think is boring, like a lot of nerd shit. He says $25 a month, Section 8 here in America. Bro, why would you think I want to live in Section 8? He says, would you let Aiden Ross pop your pooper if he buys you a con? Come on, David. There's no, I'm not letting anybody pop anybody's poopers, bro. What kind of crazy sus question is that? When a nigga asks me a sus question like that, it makes me think like this nigga is kind of strange. Would you, David? What's your price, David? He says, Unc needs to write it down to remember. Oh my God, Daffy, bro. He says luxury apartment condos and homes for 200 with Section 8. David Fish, you haven't answered my question. What's your price? What are you gonna pay? What does Aiden Ross have to pay you to crack? He says Scott gets hard when he reads that wild kind of stuff. Oh my God, Super Sen. I do not. I do not. He says, I mean, you are the one who worked at a gay call center, so you have a price and it's not that high, Lamau. Oh my God. He says, no, but for $2.99 an hour, he will have phone sex with you. I didn't have phone sex with anyone, chat. I don't know where you guys got this fucking story from. Y'all just made that shit up. I swear to God, and anything that's holy, chat, on myself, on my daughter, on anyone, I never had any type of phone sex with anyone on that fucking, on that platform when I worked there. Never. I never did it. I never did it, chat. He says, wait, Scott had phone sex online? Hill Phantom, they're convinced that I was having phone sex when I worked at a scam call center. He says, Lamau, hell nah. He says Scott was moaning for men for $2 a minute. Come on, dude. Kanai says, right. No, seriously, Kanai. I never did, bro. He says, don't lie him, BS you. Don't let him BS you. He doesn't believe in God. Bro, he says, Scott too smart. He would have done only chat. No, Phantom, you weren't here. I told him this story. I don't know why I told him this fucking story. But a long ass time ago, right? When I was like literally 18 years old, I got a job. My very first job was at a call center. And it turned out that the call center was a scam call center. And they would have like online chat where they would have a webcam and there would be a female typing on the webcam. But then the person who was actually typing were the employees, right? And we needed to have the people sign up for a link. And the link cost like $50. And we just, you know, we would sit there and we'd convince them to sign up for the link. But I'm smart. You're right. I am smart. I figured out a different way of doing it. I figured out the easiest way to get them to sign up for the link was to trick them into thinking that I was an escort. So I would tell the guys, yo, I'm in your city. I would look up the city that they were in. And then I would tell them a hotel in the city. And I would say, yo, you just need to sign up for this link to set your appointment. And they would sign up. And then I would get the fucking commission. That's all it was. I worked there for about maximum, I can't remember how long. It was either a week between a week and a month. And then I quit because it was just too much for me. But I never did any sexual shit. There were guys there that were doing sexual shit. There were females that were actually getting on the webcam. But I never did that shit. He says, you are basically Andrew Tate. No, I basically worked for Andrew Tate is what you're trying to say. He says, somebody pull up the back row. I was basically working for Andrew Tate. For all I know, maybe I was working for Andrew Tate. He says, to be clear, you pretended to be an escort. Sorry, I'm slow. Yes, Hill Phantom. I pretended to be an escort, bro. Yes. But I never said anything sexual. The niggas would be trying to say sexual shit, and I'd be like, please do not say anything sexual in this conversation. And then I would be like, I'm in this hotel in Barcelona or wherever they were at, right? And then they would sign up, and then I would block them. That was my first job. He says, trying to sound smart by being gay isn't a flex, retard. He says, Scott was a Tate cam girl. He says, what the fuck, Scott? What? He says, W, I mean, it's Miami. No, this wasn't in Miami. This was when I was in Panama still. And that call center had about 1,000 fucking employees. So can you imagine how much money they were making? For all I know, maybe I was working for Andrew Tate. I don't even know. He says, talking to another man acting like a female is gay. End of story. You're gay. End of story. You're gay. I'm not, bro. That's not gay, Rob. Rob, what makes you gay is actually having sexual intercourse with men. I'm not gay, bro. He says, a fake escort with standards is wild. He says, I heard of Reddit. You bleached your butthole on OnlyFans while holding the McLaren key. Oh my God, that's crazy. He says, Scott, you were an emo gay escort. He says he only smashed a couple of the dudes when he needed gas money. But other than that, he kept... Y'all niggas are too much, chat. Stop the cap, bro. He says scamming broke people was crazy. He says definitely gay. He says, Rob, that's a good call. Scott's gay. No, it's not, bro. That's not gay. That's surviving, dude. Gay is if you're actually attracted to men and you're actually having sexual intercourse with men. I have not done either of those things. Never. Not even occurred to me. You can say I'm a scammer. You can say Scott was a scammer. I'll take the scammer. I'll say, okay, bet you got me. I was being a scammer. But gay is a reach, bro. He says, let me guess. You didn't swallow, so you're not gay. Definitely gay. Come on, bro. He says, you are just low on gay spectrum. Oh my God. I'm not. Phantom. Bro. You remember when we used to watch Fuzi? What did I say when we used to watch Fuzi? He says Scott's biggest customer paid for his trip to America and his visa. Oh my goodness. He says calling surviving is crazy. I was an entrepreneur, Kanai. The fuck are we talking about here, man? He says that's survival, y'all. Femboy scammer. He says Scott getting roasted by chat. Listen, guys, listen. What did I tell you guys when we used to watch Fuzi? I said you can't say a nigga is sus just because he did one sus thing or said one sus thing. He says you said when he got shredded, he looked good. Gay. He says, I never did nothing with you. Get the fuck out of here. He says, check out my comment earlier. Y'all niggas are wilding. He says, in America, you definitely can, buddy. Wait, America, you can do what? All I'm saying is that shit isn't gay, bro. I was an entrepreneur. You can say I was a scammer entrepreneur, but you can't say I was gay. I never even did anything gay. I didn't even say anything gay. My brother has done more gay shit than that. He says, I'm not calling you sus. That's clarified. I'm calling you gay. He says, Scott's at least bi. Nah, come on, bro. Everyone is gay now, man. No. No one's gay, bro. One gay thing equals gay. On the rise. I have not done anything gay. He says, you sucked one wiener. You're gay. I've never done anything like that in my entire life, bro. He says, Bailey, check his hard drives. He says, okay, let's decide on bi. No, nigga. I ain't letting y'all niggas decide my sexual orientation because I worked at a fucking call center. Are you guys crazy? He says, what is this? Scott's coming out? He says, flirting with another man to get money is gay. I didn't say anything sus, bro. I kept that shit completely professional, my nigga. I kept that shit a buck. I was like, hey, yo, hey. Close the doors. Ushers, close the doors. Never did anything sus, bro. He says, chat gay or bi. Bro, come on. He says, I'm understanding the housewife role more and more. Come on. Professionally flirting with men. My brother, let me tell you what my brother, chat. Let's pivot here. My brother opened an OnlyFans account. He opened several OnlyFans accounts and he pretended to be the girls. And he actually did dick ratings and sent pictures of girls and looked at pictures. That's gay. That's gay. I'm talking about some shit that happened in 2012? I didn't see anything gay, bro. I was looking at text. I was looking at text. He says, not Paul Scott. Don't get happy. He says, what others did doesn't make what you did less gay. Oh my God. He says, nah, don't deflect. We talking about you. He says, damn, that's down bad. Exactly, Dragonite. So, like, my brother's done a million times worse than me. He says, no. Kanai says, so you're both gay?
Mama!
Why you guys gotta, yo, chat, why you guys gotta be like this, bro? Why do you guys gotta be like this? He says, congrats, gay runs in the family. What's your point? He says, check out Perry last night because of your stream yesterday, Scott. Never my go-to, but I gave it a shot. Who's Perry? Christopher, who's Perry? He says, both gay. He says, send Scott to Dengistan. Oh my God. Be honest, Scott. Seriously. What does dick taste like? Rob, come on, bro. Come on, dude. Nigga. Come on, bro. Come on. Nah. Okay, nah. Chat, come on.
Okay. Mama!
Come on. Y'all niggas need to, yeah, let's put a pause. Let's tap the brakes here, chat. Let's tap the brakes. Y'all niggas are going too far. Put some respect on my name, chat. Put some respect on my name, chat. Come on, dude. He says, so the Leonard fam has the gay gene? Let's put some respect on my name, chat. That shit ain't, yeah, you guys are going to, a little bit of banter, a little bit of trolling is okay, but y'all niggas are going too far, bro. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Put some respect on my name. He says, Scott said it tastes like happy. Put some respect on my name. He says, let's not tap nothing. No. Let's tap on the brakes, guys. Let's tap on the brakes. We're going to a little bit too, we're getting carried away. He says, throat goat Scott. Yo, chill, Daffy. Daffy, chill, bro. Bro, oh my God. He says, the actress you mentioned yesterday. Oh, I can't even say her fucking name. Christopher, bro, you got to stop gooning, bro. You got to stop. Gooning is not good for your mental health. Let me get some orange juice because my throat is now dry. My throat is scratched up now, chat. Y'all niggas got my throat scratched up. Come on. Y'all niggas got my shit all fucking scratched up, man. Pause. He says, we all know why his throat is messed up. He says, we all know why. Oh my God. He says, flashbacks to him thirsty. He says, I told you never bring up the call center story in 2026, but you didn't listen. He says, 2026 boys gay with a kid. That's real shit. Come on, chat. Stop the cap, bro. Shit, stop the cap, man. And I says, Lamau. He says, yo, Ross Meadows, thank you for joining the stream. By the way, Ross Meadows, are you a girl? I noticed your thumbnail is a girl, a photo of a girl. He says, sus as fuck. He says, I see another dude in there. Oh my God, bro. Chill, man. Y'all niggas are going crazy tonight, guys. I don't know what got into this chat tonight, chat. Y'all niggas are wiling. Y'all niggas are really wiling, bro. Deal with that. Deal with that crazy talk. I already said in my life, I've never done anything fucking sus. Because once you go there, you can't go back, chat. That's a place of no return. Ross Meadows says, I'm a boy. He says, Scott getting back shots in the bathtub and now being a gay emo escort. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm not a fucking gay emo escort, dude. What the fuck? Yo, he says, Scott Leonard, the best YouTuber, streamer, also gay. Nah, never. Scott said, no homo after. It doesn't count. Listen. On a serious note, guys, on a serious note, I'm going to be man to man. I'm going to give you guys the talk your dad never gave you. Let me give you guys the talk your father never gave you. Son, a real man is confident in his sexual orientation, bro. Like, y'all niggas are not going to convince me that I'm gay, bro. Like, the fuck? I know you guys are trying. You guys are over there. One of us. One of us. Daffy's in the background. Glazer, Glazer. Glazer, 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 Glazer. Rob is chanting, one of us, one of us, one of us. Royalty's like, yo, let me get the blue chew real quick. But no, it's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. You guys can't convince me. You guys can't convince me of my own sexual orientation. That's crazy. No matter how hard you try. He says, is this how you found Saros? Oh my God. He says, you like to dad? He says, my dad never worked at a call center, buddy. He says, wait, Saros is gay too? Phantom, that was just a coincidence, bro. He says, Scott has two dads. Oh my God. He says, cup, oh, ew. Disgusting, Super Cent. Yo, Super Cent's going too far, bro. He says, both dads told him this, by the way. Oh my God. He says, wait, I'm new here. Who is gay? Nobody is gay here, Phantom. And also, you're not new here. You've been here since I started streaming, literally. He says, Scott is gay. No, bro, come on, dude. I'm happy, but I'm not gay. Come on. He says, both dads told him. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, my two dads, chat. My two fathers told me. He says, W. Scott. He says, we all know you are happy gay. Actually, let me put a bottle in the bottle warmer. On a serious note, I think I need to get on testosterone, chat, because taking care of a baby all the time is lowering my testosterone. Damn, I made the big mistake of looking inside the cradle and she was up. But what I was going to say is that I read online that taking care of a baby, if you're a man, if you're watching a baby, if you're around babies a lot and females, it will lower your testosterone. So I think I'm going to get on fucking TRT. He says, Scott, it's okay. It's 2026. We support you. Bro, I'm not. He says, we all know you are happy gay. No gays in Alaska. Panama sounds super gay. No offense. Oh my goodness. He says, check. Pat, look at his zesty ass skinny jeans. I'm not wearing skinny jeans, bro. I'm literally not even wearing skinny jeans today. He says, Scott is getting on estrogen. Got it. Oh my God. He says, after all that, he's definitely gay. After all what? He says, taking care of a baby makes you what? It does, bro. It lowers your testosterone. I read it online. He says, maybe wear baggy jeans, not skinny jeans, to not lower your testosterone. No, skinny jeans don't affect anything, bro. But taking care of a baby does. He says, you need natural testosterone, which means get out of the house. He says, this is not looking good, Scott. I will send you deer meat. Bro, how do I get my testosterone levels back up, bro? Because that's why I've been feeling down. I read that when you start feeling the sad and yada, 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 and you have a cloudy brain, like your brain is cloudy, it's because your testosterone levels are low. So this is all Octavia's fault. Yeah. And Bailey. Octavia and Bailey is who I lay the blame with. He says blaming your daughter is insane. He says texting other men definitely does. Oh my God, Rob, I don't text. I have not texted any men, bro. Like, you know what the fuck do you guys have me even? What the fuck am I even defending myself for, man? I don't even know why I'm letting y'all niggas gaslight me, chat. Are you guys out of your goddamn minds? He says go hang out with your friends. How am I gonna hang out with my friends? I have no fucking friends right now. My friends were fake, bro. My friends were fake. You know, I need to make a video about that. Should I make a video about that, Rob? Should I make a video about how he says, wait, is the guy with the Afro gay Phantom, you wrote your question is phrased wrong. Your question should be, I'm gonna write your question in the chat. Your question should be this. Wait, is the guy this is what your question should have, that's how your question should have been worded. That's how your question should have been worded, Phantom. Wait, is the guy with the Afro gay? That's all, not two. The two T-O-O, that was too much. Go back and edit that and remove the two. He says, we are his friends, Kanai. He says, nah, the two belongs there. No, get rid of the two. Get rid of the two. He says, I like it. He says, make a video about how you came out to your two dads. Oh my goodness. Listen. He says, only gay people spell check. Listen. Should I make a video about how the car people were fake? You think that would ruffle too many feathers? He says, David took a Jen and Scott got blamed. Wait, what? David took a Jen and Scott got blamed. I don't understand. What do you mean by that? How do I get blamed? I got a few ideas for videos that I was going to make. One was going to be about the fake car friends, like fake friends, materialism. One was going to be about being black in America and how black people in America are obsessed. Well, all people in America are obsessed with race, but how black people are obsessed with being subjugated. Because I know it's going to get me views. I don't know. Am I being a grifter? Maybe I am. Maybe it's a grifter. That's why I didn't make the video, because I thought maybe it was going to be too grifty. He says, went from having a supercar and hanging out with supercar owners to being gaslit into being gay on a nightly basis. Daffy, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I fell off, man. He says, David took Slick's girl and you got blamed because he's in your chat. Oh, yeah. Even though he didn't take Slick's girl. He says, who's the newest lolcow? I missed it. Me, Phantom. I'm the newest lolcow, I guess. That's what I was implying with the title of the stream tonight. I don't want to be a lolcow, but I guess I'm being forced to be a lolcow. He says, nah, bro, you just gay. Oh my God, dude. I feel like I'm Fousey, man. Y'all niggas really want me to be Fousey, bro. Y'all niggas really trying to force me to be Fousey Tube, bro. Do I look like Fousey Tube to you guys? Do I look like Fousey Tube to you guys, man? Jesus Christ. First of all, I don't even talk with my hands. I have literally no gay mannerisms at all, bro. Niggas really want to force me to be Fousey Tube, man. Y'all remember when I used to fucking stream with the sunglasses and shit? Yo, I was hella performative, bro. Do you know how performative you have to be to jump on here and wear sunglasses in the middle of the night in your house? What the fuck was I thinking, dude? Get this shit off. This is clown shit. Wearing sunglasses indoors. He says, it's only easier to troll you now until you get your new job. He says, Fousey had a smaller head. Put some respect on his name. Oh my goodness. First of all, I gotta admit, Rob was right. I am sad. I am sad, guys. That's why lately when I'm streaming, I'm not as entertaining as I used to be, because I am sad. I am sad. I got so close to getting all of my life goals, guys. So close. Having hella money in the bank, having a supercar, having cool friends that are celebrities or basketball players, athletes, rich. I got so close to having my fucking dream life. And all of that fucking crumbled in my hands. So, of course, I'm going to be unhappy. The last few months, I've been extremely unhappy. Yo, Donatello, thank you for joining the stream. I I was so close to having my fucking goals. He says, nothing wrong with feeling down. But, well, I'm feeling down, but I'm not depressed. I want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm not depressed. I'm just feeling down. He says, let's be honest. They were never your true friends. Yeah, but Kanai, in life, there's lots of people that are not your true friends, bro. He says, Chinese medicine for your erectile dysfunction. Oh my goodness. I don't have erectile dysfunction. I don't understand how nowadays young ass niggas be having erectile dysfunction. They be on the blue chew and shit. How is that even possible? That's because of pornography, bro. That's why I said no more porn, chat. No FAP. No FAP. That shit ruins your brain. Because I be watching TV and they be having blue chew commercials for niggas that are like 20 years old. Can you imagine your dick doesn't work at 20? He says, bro, you got a woman who loves you, a beautiful baby, and your health. That's more than most people get in life. Phantom, I want to be rich on the rise. I mean, I want to be rich. I want to be successful, bro. I want those things you mentioned, but I also want to be successful, dude. It's because you guys have never been there, chat. You guys have never been there. When you get there and then you lose it, then you'll understand how I feel. You know how they always show people like back in the days, Wall Street, that they were like rich and then they lost everything and they jump out of the building. You know, when they always, like the classic meme of like the Wall Street collapses and then there's some rich stockbroker guy in New York and he loses his mind and he ends it. There's a reason why they end it, bro. It's because they don't want to live a normal ass life. Do you think I want to live a normal ass life? No supercars, no fucking nice meals, nothing, just living a normal ass 9 to 5. He says, I lost it 4 times. It's a lifestyle. I can't do it, Phantom. It's too much, bro. He says, no one watches TV nowadays. He says, made it out of the favelas. Bro, all I know is it's hard. He says, you get used to it. I don't want to get used to it, Phantom. That's why lately I've been busting my ass studying because I need to get another job making at least minimum $200,000. I need to get a job making more than that. I need to make like $300,000, $400,000 so I can fucking instantly go buy a mini mansion and save up my money, invest it, and like get to the next level. Because time is running out, bro. I'm going to start studying more AI shit too, because I need to learn that AI shit. I watched a video today talking about it, and they said that this is the time, bro. This is your moment in time to fucking level up. He says, I've been rich, poor again. Fuck it. I can't do it, bro. I can't live like that, Phantom. I'll lose my mind. He says, like my window meme and you. He finally caught on. He says, start up a luxury car rental company in Miami. Donatello, it's risky, bro. When I had my car, somebody was telling me to do that. And I was telling them like, yo, I know a guy who tried to do that and they crashed his car and he didn't have the right insurance and he got fucked. He says, start up a restaurant and name it Burger Planet. Oh my God. First of all, restaurants are the worst businesses to start. And second of all, fuck Burger Planet. He says, we have all the time in the world until we die. But that brings up something different, Donatello. Why do I care? To be honest, Phantom is a little bit more right than me. And the video that they dropped in the Discord with PewDiePie was a little bit more right than what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, we are going to die. So why am I obsessing about something so insignificant? He says, bro, when you grew up eating mustard sandwiches, ain't nothing to go back. I've been eating good again soon. I'll be eating good again soon. He says, you'll never be happy in life with that mentality. I mean, Kanai, I think I was relatively happy before. To be honest, bro, nothing has happened, to be honest. Like, I'm literally one step away from where I need to be. It's not like something serious happened to me. He says, don't live with that anxiety because that isn't the way to live because you'll always feel like you're running out of time. But Donatello, you are running out of time. That's the problem. I get what you're saying, but the truth is that we are running out of time. But my bigger point is, why does it even matter? Why, like getting rich, having a Lamborghini, living in a mansion, having rich friends, eating fancy shit, living a fancy lifestyle, what does it even matter? Yesterday, somebody dropped a video by PewDiePie, and PewDiePie was essentially saying that. I disagreed with him because I felt like he was stressed out about being minimalist. I think we both have the same problem, but in opposite directions. Oh my goodness, Bailey's trying to call me on the phone. Can I answer on the computer? Can I answer on the computer? Let me just text her because I can't answer on the computer. He says, you're going to be so surprised. A lot of celebrities would love to have their regular life back. But that's because they weren't prepared mentally, Kanai. What you guys don't understand is I love that. Bro, I would love to be surrounded by paparazzi, bro. Am I mentally ill? I like having that extra attention, chat. Some people aren't built for that. Some people want privacy and yada, yada, yada. I don't want privacy. I've never wanted privacy, guys. I like being in the limelight. I like being in the spotlight. He says, you would hate it after a month. No, I wouldn't hate it, bro. I love that shit. He says, you can barely handle chat on stream. On the rise. You know that most celebrities can't handle a chat. Justin Bieber. Remember when Justin Bieber tried to stream and he quit after like a week? He quit because of the people in chat. He says, I like being alone on a lake and ice fish. No, I'm not ice fishing. He says, are you prepared? Watch. You have an anxiety attack over 7 people. Oh my God. Kanai, my anxiety attack is not because there's 7 people. My anxiety attack is because there's only 7 people. He says, you want to be rich and unknown? No, I don't want to be rich and unknown. I want to be rich and known. I want to be rich and famous. Being rich and unknown is lame. He says, imagine if millions of people are calling you gay femboy. Nobody's going to call me gay femboy, bro. Nobody's going to call me gay femboy, chat. First of all, the reason that the new people be trolling me is because the old people be trolling me. I need to make it so that you guys stop trolling me so that when new people join, they don't start trolling me instantly. That's what I need to do. Because it's like the monkey experiment, man. The monkey, you get 4 monkeys and you put them in a cage and you put a banana on a string. And when a monkey tries to grab the banana, you shock them, right? You shock all 4 monkeys. And if you keep doing that, eventually the monkeys are not going to try and get the banana anymore. And when a new monkey comes into the cage and he tries to grab the banana, the other monkeys are going to pull him down so that he doesn't grab the banana because they don't want to get shocked. But he's not going to know why they're pulling him down. And then if you add a 6th monkey to the group, the 5th monkey and all the other monkeys will pull that one down too because they don't want to get shocked. But then they don't even know what's going on, because if you remove all of the monkeys that were originally there and replace them with a bunch of other monkeys, but you keep the new monkeys that never got shocked, they'll still pull the other monkeys down. That's what you guys are, bro. That's literally what's happening in this chat. New people join and they start trolling me because they see that the old people were trolling me, but they don't even know why I'm getting trolled. Nobody actually remembers why they're trolling me. Thank you, Ross Meadows. Ross Meadows says, Scott is not gay. Thank you, bro. He says, Scott, is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back? What is Jesus coming back for? To cut my grass? Oh, no.
Rainbow monkey.
Yo, big thanks to Hill Phantom for the $5 gifted. I needed it, bro. That $5 is going to feed a family. My family. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yo, when he donated, can you guys hear that? Did it make a noise? I didn't hear anything, though. I don't know why, for me, I don't hear the sound anymore. He says, bro is trolling. He says, feed a gay femboy today. He says, you forgot the shot caller. Oh, my goodness. He says, yes, we heard that loud and clear. Did it make the ringing sound? Why am I not hearing the ringing sound anymore? I don't know why I'm not hearing the sound anymore. He says, Scott, I've noticed when you have a good topic or react to something involving someone else, you make them the topic and no one trolls you. But it's just you yapping. And if you're yapping, it is so boring. That's why we start trolling. He says, nah, Scott, my boy from day one, just good banter. Yeah, Hill Phantom has been in here from, he's one of the old school OGs of the channel. Hill Phantom, Vin, Gray, even though Gray's not in here anymore for the most part. There are a handful of people, and he's one of the first people that were in here. He says, your hearing is probably bad because, Unc. No, I really don't hear it anymore. He says, not gonna lie, if we troll to get stream going, because if we do nothing, you get in your feelings because chat's dead. I mean, shit, bro. I do get in my honestly, Rob, bro, H, thank you for reading the room. Finally, somebody who can read the room. When the chat is not moving, that's when I get my feelings. Because I start looking around like, what the fuck am I doing? Nobody's even talking to me. Can you imagine? Just think about this, guys. Put yourself in my shoes for 1 second. You're a guy who is in a call and you're talking to yourself because nobody's talking. Would you not get in your feelings? Oh, Phantom, they're talking about on other nights. There's some nights where I get in here and I get very sad because nobody's talking. He says, yeah, Rick talking shit too. Serious. Wait, what do you mean Rick is talking shit? Rick is still talking shit about me? He says, nah, word. That's like doing an IRL stream with a dead chat. I know, Donatello, bro. It's torture, bro. That's what they don't understand. They don't understand the reason I get in my feelings is because if I'm talking and talking and talking and I'm looking at the screen and the screen isn't moving, that shit feels like I'm wasting my time. He says, L reader. That shit hurts my feelings, bro. There was a night where I was in here and I was talking about something I was really passionate about, right? I was having fun. I was really having a good time. And I was talking about it and the chat was literally not moving. There was not even one person talking in the chat. So then I'm talking to myself the whole time and that shit hurts. That shit hurts your feelings. It brings down your mood. And also it makes you look crazy as fuck. Because at that point, even if the clip is good, let's say that I'm doing some stream and the stream is popping off. Chat, I'm talking crazy. I'm reacting. I'm funny. I'm being clever. I'm being witty. When I go to make the clip, the chat isn't moving. So when I post a clip on Reddit, I get roasted. I get roasted. The first thing niggas from Reddit are going to say is his chat is not even moving. They love to say that shit. So then it gets me in my feelings because I'm thinking to myself like, bro, I can't even make a clip out of this. I'm having a good segment and I can't even make a clip out of it because I can't post it anywhere. Because if I post it and there's no chat, the chat's not moving, they're going to be like, this guy was streaming to 0 people. Why do you think that on Reddit they keep saying that I have alt accounts? It's because of that. He says, I would take a break and put my heart into prove myself I want what I say I want. Oh my, Super Cent. Am I not proving that I want what I said I want, bro? If I didn't want it, I wouldn't be doing this shit almost every night. He says, get a therapist, gang. Why? Kanai, you guys are my therapist, bro. But why? Why do you say I need to get a therapist? All I'm saying is that if I didn't want this, then I wouldn't be doing this, bro. Like, how many people say they want to be streamers and then they never stream? They say, I want to make content creation. I want to be a content creator. I want to make videos. And then they never make not even one video. Or they make one video a month. You can say what you guys want about me, bro. You guys can say that Scott is this or Scott is that or Scott yada, yada, yada. But you can't say I'm not trying at all. I post videos every single fucking day. I make content every day. When I don't live stream, I make videos. He says, because always telling us your problems, you need professional advice. Deny, bro. Don't get me started on therapists, bro. Therapists aren't going to help me with shit. They're not going to help me with shit, bro. Therapy's a scam. He says, look after your child. I am looking after my child. She's chilling. Why is she hanging off the edge of the thing like that? Okay, shit. The fuck is she doing? What the fuck was she doing? She was like trying to wiggle off of it. Can you? That would be horrible, chat, but it would be a clip. If she rolled off of that shit, that would have been a clip, but it would have been so horrible. He says the baby cam hits hard. That would have been bad as fuck. I would go viral for sure. Streamer makes baby fall from rocker. It's crazy. He says, we got you. Gay fathers are the worst. Oh my goodness. He says, bro, you just gotta do you and grow that audience. If people leave, cool, but if it helps you grow, it's for the best. You redid the thumbnail and title, now move on to the second step. He says, bro cares more about... Is he gonna read it?
Ghetto, she's slipping out.
Did it read it? Did it read it, chat? Why the fuck can I not hear it? Why can't I, give me a second here. I'm trying to like the fucking, the donation. It's not letting me. He says, you're cooked for even saying that. Wait, for saying what, Rob? That if she fell out? He says, not gonna lie, those random videos ain't it. Oh my God, Ahmed, bro, those random videos are the ones that are getting the most views on my channel. What are you talking about? He says, bro, cares more about the stream. What the fuck? Oh my God, Shadow Realm Jimbo. I don't care more about the stream, bro, than my daughter. But she's chilling, bro. He says, do you know what's going to help you, Scott? Real friends, true friends. Where do I get them? Where can I buy them at? He says, having to pay money so O doesn't fall is criminal business. Crazy business. Damn you, Scott. You ruined my progress. He says, Scott, how much do I have to donate for you to come to Alaska? Bro, I'm never going to go to Alaska, dude. Are you out of your mind? Why the fuck would I go to Alaska, dude? Are you guys crazy? He says, I grind on YouTube hard. It's tough, man. Just keep going. I am, regardless. I like it, followers or not. That's what I'm saying, Phantom. And I try to make good videos. I try. I don't know why people act like I'm not trying. And also, some of those videos, they get views months and months later. I made a video called I Hate Black People. It was a tongue-in-cheek. And that shit got thousands of views already. It says $2.99 and Scott will send you a naughty message. Oh my goodness. What was I was about to change something and I can't remember what I was gonna do. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do now. He says, I try too. People, armchair quarterback, easy to hate, hard to do. That's what I keep saying, Phantom. Everybody has an opinion, but they ain't doing it. What am I doing here? Monitor off, monitor off, monitor off, monitor off. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hear the super chats. I think I have the super chats on a separate channel now called alerts. And for some reason, I cannot hear it. Monitor only, monitor and output. I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to do monitor and output. It's okay, bro. I'll figure it out at some other day. I think I messed it up. If it's road, good luck. I think I have my channels mixed up, Phantom. I think I got the alerts on a separate channel. Because I had to redo them because they were duplicating it. He says, gay femboy comes to Alaska for first time. Oh my God. He says, have you ever been out of Alaska? That's a good question for him. Has he? No, never. I was born here and I never left. That's crazy, dude. Are there even females in Alaska? He says, can I produce it, please? Can you scout gay clubs in America? Oh my God. Octavia. She's getting kind of mad. It's 8:55. Let me feed her. Let me grab her and let me feed her. You think she's hungry, chat? When was the last time I fed her? Did anybody remember? He says, cook for Bailey. Are you out of your mind, Daffy? Bailey has to come home and cook for me. He says, not many, mainly in the big cities. That's crazy. He says, not gonna lie, cooking stream for Bay would hit. Rob, what you don't understand is that Bailey doesn't eat almost anything. Okay, let's feed her. Feeding time. He says, Scott can't cook for shit. I do know how to cook, royalty. Oh, she don't like that. This is the formula. Oh, that was priceless, dude. Did the camera get that shit, chat? Wait, let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. That was fucking hilarious. Damn. She's like, damn, my daddy betrayed me. Bailey gave me a bottle of formula. She doesn't drink formula normally. Look at the face she made. Wait, look at the face she made. Look, baby. Milk. She said, what the fuck is that? You don't want the milk? You want some? She's not gonna drink this shit. She's not gonna drink this shit. She made a face like, ugh. You want the formula, baby? Your mom sabotaged us and she gave us formula. Something that you've never drunk in your entire life and probably tastes like shit. He says she's definitely gonna be spoiled. Let's try one more time, chat. Let's try one more time. She don't like it. She don't like it. Look, look, look. Watch. You want some? You want some? You want some? Look at the face she's gonna make when I put this in her mouth. Wait, go so you can see your face. Look, watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, dude, this is not gonna be good. She's hungry, but she can't eat it because she doesn't like how it tastes. You don't like that? You don't like the formula? He says LSF. He says, I would go with a Toyota Mini, bro. He says females are ugly in Alaska. He says, you feed her, we gonna roast you. Yeah. You don't like that? He says, Ross, Bailey is from Alaska. You calling her ugly? Yeah, you calling my girl ugly? Okay, should we try to feed her one more time? He says, so Alaska is like Germany, according to Daffy, chopped girls. Nah, Daffy was tripping yesterday. That was a bunch of cap. That was cap. Those women were gorgeous. Daffy's like, oh, they're ugly. Those bitches were gorgeous, bro. I think Daffy was compliment fishing for Germany because those bitches were fucking hot. Homie said, oh, there's no pretty girls in Germany. That was so much cap. Okay, look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face when I give it to her. You want it? You don't like it? Here. She coughed. He said, You don't want this? You don't want the formula milk? Oh, she spit it out. You saw that? She spit. She actually it wasn't an accidental spit. She spit on purpose. She went like, you don't like the formula? You don't like the formula? Can she even see the camera? Can you see the computer? You don't want formula, baby? Come on, let's try a little bit of formula. He says, Scott, taste the formula. It might be sour. You probably didn't prep it right. I didn't prep it. Bailey prepped it. And also, I think it came out of a container. I don't think you have to do anything to it, Royalty. It probably tastes like shit. Look, watch. Look at the face she's gonna make. She's like, hell no. Come on, take some. She said, fuck no. Get that shit out of my mouth. Look, she's spitting out. Look. She's trying to spit it out. She's trying to spit it out. She said, fuck no. Get that shit out of my mouth. You don't like the formula, baby? He said, get that shit out of my fucking mouth. He says, Daphne, he's getting pleasure from this. Insane. What do you mean? What do you mean? Rob, it's funny, bro. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. He says, no matter the females. He says, bro, why do you think she cares about a computer? Because she's looking at it. She's looking at it. Let's try the formula one more time, guys. Let's see what she does. Let's see what she does. You want, baby? You want milk? You want milk? You want the milky? Yeah? Here. Let's drink. Let's drink. You want to drink? You want to drink the milky? Watch this, chat. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Bro, she's getting mad. She's getting mad. Hey, come down. Here, drink your milk. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, she's drinking. She's drinking. Ah, she stopped. She stopped. She said, what the fuck? She said, what the fuck? You don't like it? Look at it. Look. You don't like it, baby? You don't like the formula? He says, smile for the clip, baby. Now choke on it. Oh my goodness. You don't like the milk? Well, your mom's going to be on her way soon. Where's my phone? Let me call Bailey. Let me call Bailey, chat. Damn, my phone's about to die. Let me plug it in. He says, when CPS knocks on the door, that would be the clip. What's going to be the clip, Rob? What is going to be the clip, bro? Me trying to feed my daughter? That's not anything to call CPS about. Y'all niggas be tripping, bro. Let me connect the phone to the Dudecaster and then let me call Bailey so we can hear her on the phone. Y'all niggas be tripping, bro. I'm a top tier dad. The fuck are we talking about here? Top tier dad. Okay, I'm gonna call Bailey. He says, oh, it's... Damn, she's not answering? Why the hell is your mom not answering? Damn, she's really not answering. The fuck? Where's Bailey at? Let's look at the map. I got Bailey tracked. He says, what size is the monitor, the LG? I think it's 40 something, 41, Phantom. She's driving still. How's she still so far away? He says she's with someone else, bro. Shut the fuck up, Shadow Realm. You wish. He says GPS on your partner is crazy. Why is she not answering? Okay, fuck it. When she answers, I'll play it. I think I have the same one. Love it. Yeah, I have two of those, Phantom. I have that one, and I have another one in front of me that's a curved screen. He says she probably lurking in the chat. No, she's driving. It says that she's driving. She's driving home. She's on the highway. Maybe she's on the phone with her mom or her sister. She calls them a lot. It says youngins do that lock shit. Nah, man, I have a red pill as fuck. Wait, what? Oh, the GPS? He says, Lamau, nah, chat chill. Bailey is not like that. Exactly. They wish that Bailey was like that, though. He says, I think you have zero privacy when you need some. He says, she riding, I mean driving. He says, Scott sounds jealous because she talks to family. I mean, shit, I don't even talk to my family like that, Rob. Royalty. He says, these niggas, they wish, Phantom, they wish that Bailey was like the kind of girls that they talk to. That's why. That's why they be saying that kind of shit. They wish, bro. He says, you a loser. That's why. Wait, who, me? Why am I a loser? Here, drink your milk. She doesn't like it, chat. She's like, she even swayed away. She even pushed my hand away with her fucking hand. Watch, let's do it again. Let's do it again. She doesn't want to drink it. It smells weird too. It smells like plastic. You don't want that plastic fucking milk, right, baby? Look, look, look. She's sticking out her tongue. She doesn't like it. You don't like that plastic tasting milk. Yo, that formula shit. He says, Scott, stop it. He said, Scott, drink it. I'm not drinking that shit. He says, smart man, you got kids. You need to have kids, bro. Can you imagine living your entire life with no kids? Nobody carrying your genes? That's crazy. He says, chat, do we all understand this isn't okay? I'm sure we're on the same energy. Shadow Realm, it's formula, bro. You guys act like I'm torturing her. He says, Scott, put some in your hand and taste it. No, I'm not doing that. It smells like fucking plastic. He says, you're only making it harder for her to eat in the future. How do I get her to eat it then, Rob? He says, yep, I am living it, bro. No kids too old. Not so bad if I'm honest. No, bro, it's going to be bad, Fanta. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but you got to have the kids, bro. At least have one. So that, you know, when you get old, who's going to take care of you? He says she needs titty milk. Oh, yeah, let me give her some titty milk. You want some, baby? You want some titty milk? Also, stop sucking your hand. You over here, you made me pick you up. You started crying for no reason. He says, yes, definitely a femboy. He says, what the fuck is wrong with you? Wait, what do you mean? He says, what am I doing that's wrong? He says, listen to chat and taste it. Maybe you did it wrong or it's too hot. Rob, we have a bottle warming thingy-mabobber machine. It's not too hot. It's not too hot. It just tastes like shit. That's what it probably tastes like shit. He says, bro is saying the most crazy things to a baby. What do you mean? What am I saying that's so fucking crazy, chat? He says, Bay is getting food with Rob's donation money. Oh my goodness. He says, one drop won't kill you. I don't want to put that in my mouth, Rob. He says, you touching your nipples. I can't touch my nipples? He says, I'd try it. No, I'm not trying that shit. I'm not trying that shit. He says, can't be worse than protein shakes for lifting. Poor baby, she's hungry. You want some, baby? You want some? You want some? You want some? He said, fuck no. He says, his nipples are leaking. Oh my God. He says, if you do it, Rob will donate. If I do what? I'm not drinking that shit. I don't want it. He says, I'm going to tip CPS, not going to lie. Shut the fuck up, Shadow Realm. First of all, Shadow Realm Jimbo, you're from Reddit, aren't you? I'm pretty sure Shadow Realm Jimbo is from Reddit. He says, stop giving her negative emotions towards the bottle. Bro, she'll get over it. He says, stop giving her. He says, there's some protein shakes that taste like ass. That shit smells like plastic. He says, I would try it from the tap. Again, I'm a freak. Gooner life. Oh, that's crazy, bro. You drink breast. Phantom, I got a question for you. If you had a girl that was pregnant or had a baby, would you drink the nipple milk? Will you drink the titty milk? I'm not drinking no titty milk, bro. That shit ain't pasteurized. He says, Shadow Realm, you are from Reddit. He says, you would put stuff in your mouth for fame, but not your... I'm not putting anything in my mouth, super... When have I put something in my mouth for fame? He says, I would try it. He says, I did it. Oh my God. On the Rise is on the Rise. That was TMI, bro. He says, not gonna lie. He says, I tasted breast milk by accident before. By accident? How the fuck did you taste it by accident? He says, from the tap is insane. I'm not doing that, bro. To me, that's it's appalling. Bailey be trying to squirt that shit on me. That shit is disgusting, bro. And it smells weird and it feels like slippery. He says, everybody would drink that, Scott. No, I'm not drinking that shit. Not gonna lie. I had titty milk in coffee. That's crazy. Rob Roberts is wiling, bro. He says, pause. Yo, hey. He says, females like that type of shit. He says, bro, let you drink milk from a cow. Come on. Bro, the cow milk is pasteurized. I ain't drinking no milk that's not pasteurized. He says, I thought it was almond milk. Oh my God. Royalty was chugging that shit. That's crazy, Royalty. He says, think about that. Ew. He says, ew, what the fuck? Stop, Scott. He says, I drink oat milk because cow milk, gross. I grew up on a farm. But you got to think, the milk that they get from the cow, they burn it. They do a bunch of shit to it. It's not like it's straight from the cow. He says, I'm the crazy one doing that with a female. Nah, you're out of your mind, Royalty. Yo, Royalty be coming up with some crazy shit talking about almond milk and oat milk are the best. That shit is not the best. And almond milk is toxic waste, bro. Have you ever seen how they make that? Nigga said almond milk is the best. That's a crazy cope. The best milk is cow milk, bro. Stop the cap. He says Scott drinks goat milk straight from the nipples. He says, does it feel wet along with slippery? Oh my goodness. He says almond and oat milk, just water. That shit is disgusting, bro. He says, I love oat milk. God, you like nut milk? Don't lie. Oh my God, I don't drink no goddamn nut milk, bro. He says almond milk's all I drink now. Oh, Rob likes milk of the nut. That's crazy, Rob. Are you drinking from an 8-inch nipple too? Are you drinking your nut milk from an 8-inch nipple? Come on, dude. This fucking guy. He says, I'm lactose and almond milk is gas. Oh, that's disgusting. He says, have a good night, Scott. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Ross Meadows. He says, nut milk, delicacy in China. He says, Scott eats chicky dicky with the nut sauce. Oh my God. All I know is you ain't gonna catch me drinking no damn nut milk, bro. He says, only a gay guy would say that. Oh my God. That's cope. He says, so chat drinks almond milk. Expect Scott. That's odd. Almond milk. These niggas are drinking nut milk. That's wild, bro. You want to drink some milk, baby? You want to drink some milk from your bottle? Oh, that made her mad. I think she peed her diaper. Did you pee-pee? You pee-pee your diaper? Because she smells weird. Because why are you hating on almond milk? Because it tastes like shit, royalty. It doesn't have the same texture as milk. What's wrong, baby? Oh shit, I fucked up. Why are you reading the chat? Why are you reading the chat, baby? Why the hell is she reading the chat so vigorously? What are you yelling about? What? You want to get close to the mic? What are you yelling about? Are you trying to say something? What? You're trying to say something to the mic? Say it. Do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tell them, baby. Tell them that they're sus. What else? Why are you looking at all the screens? He says, Scott benches 250. Let chat. Chat, let's not forget that. Bro, he says, a natural Alaskan fish milk. Oh, come on, Timothy. You didn't need to go there. Fish milk? Are you serious? Not the salmon jizz. Not the... If you're letting salmon's jizz on your face, that is wild, bro. He says, Scott, you should try Alaskan fish milk straight from the fish. Fuck that. Fuck that, chat. Y'all niggas are wild, dude. This nigga's eating fish semen. That's crazy. He says, Scott drinks femboy milk. Oh my God. He says, I love salmon eggs too. He says, excuse my ignorance. Is there such thing as fish milk? Royalty, you want to find out? Royalty, do you want to find out, buddy? Yo, Royalty said he wants to find out about the fish milk, chat. He says, how does bull milk taste, Scott? Come on, Rob. Rob has to always go too far. Rob always has to go too far. He says, Scott, the showbiz mom after all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be like the mother of what's the girl? The girl who just made the OnlyFans? What's her name? What's the name of the girl who just made her OnlyFans? Raquel? Yeah, I'm gonna be like the Piper Raquel, bro. You're right. I'm like Piper Raquel's mom. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? He says, AI made me search on Google. Royalties over here doing research on fish semen. That's crazy. I said this was the Seaman crew, but I didn't mean it like that. He says, gay of art, gonna be wild. I'm not watching those. Sorry, Scott. He says, I don't get why people like her. No troll. She's beyond made. Who, Piper Raquel? Because they're simps, Rob. Simps will like any girl who's young and blonde. I'm convinced of it. I feel like there's some show I'm supposed to watch tonight that I keep forgetting to watch. What? On Sundays, Bailey and I watch Industry and we watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. On Wednesdays, we usually watch Fallout, but Fallout is done. But I feel like there was another show that we were watching on Disney Plus. Is it Disney Plus? I think on Disney Plus there's a new show too called Beauty. It's pretty good. Bailey and I have been watching that one. He says, I don't know because I don't follow children on social media. Super Cent, you don't need to follow children on social media to know who Piper Raquel is, bro. Come on. He says Wonder Man is good. What channel is that on, Royalty? What platform? What is Beauty about, Daffy? Beauty is about an injection that makes you beautiful. It's like a drug. Disney Plus. Oh, it's on Disney Plus? But the show Beauty is really, I think it's pretty good. He says, I don't know who she was until you kept bringing her up. He says, damn, you need that injection. Oh my God, Daffy. Come on, dude. Hey, actually, Daffy, hey, yo, pause. Why are you checking out my beauty, bro? I've never told another man if they're beautiful or not beautiful. That's crazy, bro. Stop it, Daffy. It's okay, bro. It's 2026, man. If you want to come out of the closet in the stream, it's fine, bro. I already know that y'all niggas want me to be sus because y'all are sus. You're like, yo, can Scott be one of us? Niggas be trying to convert me and shit. He says, Scott, you should search up Russian jelly meat. My dad and mom eat that stuff. Yeah, I'm not looking that up. That sounds crazy, Timothy. He says, nah, I meant you need it because you chopped now, Lamau. That's what I'm saying. How you know that I'm chopped? He says, saying handsome to another dude is not gay. Oh my God. What else is not gay, Royalty? Sucking him off is not gay either? Come on, dude. So y'all say that what I say and what I do is gay, but when you guys do something gay, you say it's not gay? He says, he's really asking for round two. Hey, yo, pause. I don't want round of anything. He says, Scott, jelly meat is just chicken legs and chicken mixed in jello. Oh, that's disgusting. I know I've seen that before. That's nasty. That is nasty. I'm not eating no jelly meat. He said, so you never said to Junior that he looks good? Hell no. No, did he? No, did he? I don't tell that nigga nothing about his fucking physical appearance, actually. He says, I eat it too. That jelly meat shit, I saw a video about that before, Timothy. That shit was disgusting. The one thing that Daffy is right about is that German food is disgusting. German food, Polish food, Russian food, I don't fuck with it. He is right about that. He says they're both gay, Royalty, so that doesn't count. He says, let me guess. Scott insecure. Gotcha. How am I insecure? Oh my good. So, man, I can't win with y'all niggas. I literally cannot win with y'all niggas. He says, Russian food is the best. No, Russian food is disgusting. He says, Scott, you never tried my mom and dad's Russian food. I dated a Russian girl for like 3 months and that shit was disgusting. It was like torture. It was literally torture. Fucking potato pancakes. Who eats potato pancakes, bro? Are you guys out of your minds? That shit was disgusting. The best food on the planet is Spanish people food. Come on, Caribbean. Caribbean, and I said after Caribbean food, the next best food is like Middle Eastern. Caribbean and then Middle Eastern. Actually, no, Caribbean, Spanish food, Italian, and then Middle Eastern. Everything else is ass. He says, those are good pancakes. No, that shit tastes disgusting, bro. He says, would you eat a fart from a jar to survive? Super cent. You can't survive from eating farts, bro. He says, Bailey never called back. No, she never called back. Is Bailey all right? She's on her way here. He says, after Caribbean is Asian food. Oh, Asian food is good too. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. You're right, Royalty. You're right. My bad. How could I not put Asian food on the list? You're right. I'm going to say Spanish food, Italian food, Asian food, and then like Middle Eastern food. There. He says, how do you not love potato pancakes? That shit tasted disgusting, bro. What are you talking about, that Timothy? Potato pancakes with like potatoes and meat, and then they made it into a pancake? That was disgusting. He says, Bay still on BBC Mountain, Rob. Daffy, come on, dude. Y'all wish that Bailey was that kind of girl. I know y'all wish that shit. He says, sorry, I will you in a bit. I will call you in a bit. Where is she? She's home. She should be coming in the door any second now. She should be coming in the door any second now, chat. Also, put your hands out of your mouth. You're not sucking your hands. Your mom is home. She's going to be home any second now. She's going to walk through the door any second now. He says, BBC Mountain. That is the first time I'm hearing that. Lamau, I'm dying. Timothy, they're experts in BBC Mountain, bro. The chat, those guys are experts at BBC Mountain, bro. That's the truth. Yo, Rob, how many times have you been on the BBC Mountain, bro? These niggas be thinking, yo, they be on that fucking ride nonstop. He says, your content is gonna get better now. He says, oh my God, no, my content is gonna get worse now. He says, so much for calling you. He says, she came and now she's coming home. Oh my God, Daffy, come on, bro. That's out of pocket. That was out of pocket, bro. He says, are you a Jew? He says, no, I am not a Jew. He says, it's a Russian dish. He says, that's a Jewish dish. Royalty, a lot of foods that are Russian, Jewish people eat because they lived in Russia for like a long time. There were a lot of Jews that migrated from Russia. He says, Jesus Christ, where is she? Why is she taking so fucking long? He says, I can see it. There in the back of your head, Scott. Wait, what's in the back of my head? He says, Daffy just killed me. He says, oh my God. He says, what's the neighbor up to? Oh my God. Are you guys out of your minds? Y'all niggas be tripping for real, bro. He said, what's the neighbor up to? He says, Scott, you never tried Russian spicy carrot shavings? Oh, dude, Timothy. Yo, Timothy be coming up with some crazy shit. He says, BBC Mountain walk coming. Oh my God. He says, I'm fucking crying, bro. Wait, what did Daffy say that's so funny that everybody keeps saying that's funny? What did he say that was so funny? I gotta go back and see what this guy said. What the fuck did he say that was so hilarious? He says she came and now she's coming home. Okay, nothing else. I don't see. He didn't say anything else. He says Bay making friends with the neighbors. She ain't made it to that door yet. Oh my god. I don't know what is taking her so long. It says she's home. Where the fuck is she? Am I gonna have to call again? He says Daffy made me die. I might have to call her again because I don't know what's taking her so long. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, where the hell is she at? He says, I miss what Daffy said. Yeah, I miss what Daffy said too. He says, she had a bad day. Don't piss her off. And I'm hungry. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, guys. He says, don't look out the window. You might not like what you see. Fuck you. That's crazy, chat. Hey, yeah, y'all be praying. Y'all niggas be praying for my downfall, guys. Y'all really be praying for my downfall. He says he didn't get the she came part because he's never done that to a woman. Oh my God. He says, Scott, you need to eat Russian katleti. What the fuck is katleti? He says, on the phone with her boyfriend, calm down. Oh my goodness. He's still busy in the car. He says, if she took the bad day to someone else, I'd be worried. He says, search up Russian katleti. Bro, it's going to be some crazy ass thing. All the Russian meals are wild. He says, Scott, is Bay that type of girl that stays in the car talking to family? I mean, shit, sometimes she is. I'm going to give her another call and see if she answers. He says, it's not, I promise. It's going to be like the whatever meal that he's talking about to be like moose balls or some shit. Let's see if she answers. Is she gonna come in and relax? Not the moose balls. Damn, she's really not answering. She's probably on the phone with her family.
Your call has been forwarded.
Damn. That's crazy. Stop, baby. He says, that's not a busy signal. He says, exactly. Tell him, royalty. Wait, what? She's busy, little bro. Shut the fuck. Yo, can I? Yo, don't little bro me like that. I didn't like the tone. He says, Katleti are meatballs with spice. Yeah, meatballs. You guys are experts in meatballs, I know. He says, relax, her hands are full. Y'all niggas are experts in meatballs. Meatball experts over here. Anybody check up on Isabel? He says, Scott, you are an expert at getting back shots in the tub. Yo, it almost happened to me again, Timothy. No cap. He says, Scott, stop trying to cock block the guy Bay is with by calling. Oh my goodness. He says, you still haven't cooked a Panamanian dish yet on stream. What can royalty? The problem is I don't know what dish I could cook, bro. I don't have the ingredients, dude. He says, I miss Isabel. Yeah, where the hell is Isabel at? It can't be that I said something because one day she was in the stream and the next day she wasn't. He says, you won't walk outside though. It's crazy. What do you mean? Why would I walk outside? He says, Scott, nah, bro. You're making Russian food look like ass. Like it came from the slums of India. I mean, Indian food, I'm not going to lie. Indian food is good. Indian food is good. It's just not sanitary. When I lived in the suburbs, there was an Indian restaurant and I used to order food there and it was actually pretty fucking good. Why do you have both your hands in your mouth? Stop. Take those hands out of there. You want to get crooked teeth? You want to get crooked teeth? I'm not having an ugly baby. Get your hands out of your mouth. No, get your hands out of your mouth. Out of your mouth, baby. Get your hands out of your mouth. Like, why is she not answering the phone? He says, Lord have mercy. This dude said Indian food is good and Russian is ass. Indian food is good, though. He says, make a sancocho. Damn, making a sancocho, I need a bunch of shit, though. Potatoes, yuccas, water. Like, that's a lot of work, royalty. He says, she taking back shots in the hallway. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Yo, that be saying some crazy shit. Maybe she's stuck in the elevator. He says, Scott, Indian food is shit. He says, I can't believe she didn't answer the phone. He says, I love yucca. Yucca's bussin', bro. What's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you wilding out? Be a big girl. No. Be a big girl. Be a big girl. Be a big girl. Be a big girl. You got to make daddy proud by being a big girl. Yeah. Be good. Good baby. You're a good baby. He says, relax. She's a proper woman. She doesn't speak with her mouth full. Oh my goodness. He says, Scott would never admit he saw Bae doing that either. Bro, that's not going to happen, dude. 2%. Come on, bro. You think I'm going to pick a girl that would do something like that? Are you guys crazy? I just don't know why she's taking so long. It says she's already here. So what is she doing? Just sitting in the car yapping? Your mother is taking forever to get in the fucking house. Now the baby's starting that crazy. He says, Rob pulling the tweet and delete, Lamau. Oh, yeah, I know, but I can see what he doesn't understand is when he writes that, I can see what he wrote. Like, he deleted it, but I can still see it on the other screen. He says, Rob pulling the tweet and delete. He says, I don't know. He didn't answer. He says, I tried to pull it back, but got busted, Daffy. He says, imagine some other dude making her laugh and feel good before getting home to you. 2%. Bro, who hurt you, dude? Who hurt you? Y'all niggas just can't stand to see me in a happy mood. That's what the problem is. They want to see me distraught. He says double S feels hurt for some reason. What's double S mean? He says, who hurt you? Oh, Supercent. I'm slow. I'm like double S. I'm fucking... Next time, just put SS in the chat, royalty. Just put SS. Where is Gray? I don't know. He says, I can hear moaning through the headphones. Oh my goodness. He says, is your chest tight? No, my chest is not tight, bro. The fuck are you guys talking about? I just want to hand over Octavia to Bailey so I can get on with the rest of this shenanigans. He says, he's about to pass out, can I? Oh my goodness. He says, Gray was the one trying to scoop Bae. Oh my God. Gray... I don't know what happened to Gray, bro. I don't know what happened to Gray, man. Gray was in here. I thought I had a loyal supporter, but I guess I was wrong. He got in his feelings and shit. He says, maybe that's why she's sitting in the car. He says, Gray was humiliated by Scott. What? Wait. What do you mean humiliated? What did I do that humiliated it? You didn't cook, so she eating in the car. What did I do to humiliate Gray, Royalty? All I did was call him out because he kept saying some fucking ridiculous shit and I had to call him out. That's called tough love. Calling somebody out isn't fucking humiliating them. I can't even remember what I said to him. I made a video about it, didn't I, though? Maybe I went too far by making a video. What's wrong, baby? Here, take your thing. He says Bailey eating moose balls for sure. He says, or having something eaten in the club. He says, it's been like 10 minutes already. I don't know what she's doing. Let me text her again. Like, what the fuck is she up to? What the fuck? She went somewhere. It says she's walking. She better not have gone to that pizza place. We have food here. We can't be buying pizza every single day. I'm gonna be big mad if she comes in here with a goddamn pizza. Your mom is spending all the money. He says, y'all chill on Bailey. I know they're going too far on the rise. It's because that's what they really, really want. They would love. What is wrong, baby? He's getting mad. She's hungry. He says, what do you call it? He says, she ain't here, Daffy. Don't put that evil on me. He says, is that what 40-year-olds call it now? Pizza? Got it. He says, so she parked and went walking to pick up pizza? Or the pizza guy, probably. Oh my goodness. Royalty, there's a pizza place where we live almost. It's like near where we live. Near where we live. We live in a building and there's a pizza place like there's a pizza place next door. The fuck? He says, did you know Alaska has the most people eating pizza? It's a fact. Y'all niggas would love for something to happen to my relationship. Because when I lost my job, y'all niggas celebrated. I already know what time y'all on. When I lost my job, that was my biggest stream. I know what time you guys are on. Baby, where were you? Why do you look so sad? What's wrong? Why is your nose all red and looking sad? No, really, what's wrong? What happened? Something's wrong. What's wrong? Hey, guys, I'm going to end the stream, chat. Catch y'all later. He says, big egg incoming. How's that egg going to be incoming? I haven't done anything. Give me a second.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're going to see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
Yo, I'll catch y'all later, guys. Thank you for joining the stream. It's your boy Scott Leonard, your favorite streamer, the Black Asmongold, the biggest hater, the biggest pocket watcher, the voice in the news out of the unemployed. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Let me find out what's going on. What the hell? I was gonna end the stream to go see what she wants, and she like walked away. She like went outside. What the heck? Okay, I gotta go find out what's going on, guys. I hope she didn't get like fired or something, because she's acting mighty strange. He says, dude, get off stream, go talk to her. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let me go see. I'll catch y'all later, man.